Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome to the Gallant Horde. Today we are playing the Lumberjacks' Revenge. These 6 lovely people are going to go and attempt to broker a peace between a bunch of lumberjacks and a half-ogre, who have some problems between them. I'm sure it's going to go great. Diplomatic mission, not a moment of combat. Everything will be wonderful. Before we get into that, though, this is our 25th episode of Season 2, which is nuts. So let's just take a moment to be like, holy shit, that's super cool. As a result, we have a very weird and special giveaway, which we will be doing at the break. So make sure you hang around. Our current humble bundle that we are pointing you at is called The Trail of Cthulhu. Obviously, we must point at all things Cthulhu because Cthulhu lives among us in the form of Lionel Blessing. So, if you, like him, are obsessed with all things eldritch and tentacly, you should go and press the link and get yourself some Cthulhu swag. Next week, instead of our usual Horde game, we will be playing episode 2 of The Vampire the Masquerade. Lionel took a bunch of our people on an adventure through vampire stuff. Wow, Jax, what was that? And we are playing those every second week instead of Horde games, just to give us a bit of time to catch up on all of the things. It's going to be worth it. But this is an incredibly crazy time of year for us, so we thought it would be good for everybody's sanity, and mostly mine, to just spread things out a little bit. So it is awesome. You should definitely check it out. It's the same time as the Horde game next week. 3 vamps chilling out in Monaco. Yep, that's all it is. Definitely no terrible things will happen. It is September, which means that on Twitch it is September, which means that you can subscribe to us for less than usual. So do that thing. It helps the stream, but also it gets you access to all our Discord channels. You can come and join our Discord and see all the crazy RP that happens between missions. There's lots of story juice that gets dropped. There's been a bit of a lore drop recently about the world that everybody's in. Brya's making happy noises because a lot of it had to do with her god. The character doesn't know any of that yet, though. Nope. But yeah, so it's an awesome way to support the stream and also get a whole bunch of extra content. So do the thing. It is also the month that we have Christmas sign-ups. She says, switching hats for half a second. For those of you who don't know, I run an international Secret Santa in the Critical Role fan community every year. This will be, I think, year 6 we've done it. And sign-ups for that are currently open. So you can find us if you go to Critter Gifting, find Critter Gifting on Facebook, or join our Discord. There's a section in Discord for it. Get in on what might be the greatest Secret Santa of all time, she says, in an unbiased way, obviously. We also, this week, on Wednesday night, will have another episode of Jax is Not a Gamer. If you don't know what that is, I am not much of a gamer. I play these kinds of games and dumb games on my phone, but I don't do, like, a lot of gamer games. However, once a month, I let the people who are patrons on our Patreon pick a game. They nominate games and then vote on them. And whatever game they pick, I will play that game on Wednesday night. There is currently a poll going. I legitimately don't remember what's winning, but I know that Jamie has been trying to get me to play Alien Isolation since we started doing this, and so far has not succeeded, because other people are nice. Anyway, I'm sure eventually that will happen. Adam's also been making noises about Escape from Tarkov, which would be hilarious because I have never played a first-person shooter game in my life. So that would be great. Anyway, that's happening on Wednesday if you would like to watch me swear a lot, I guess, and probably be slightly ineffectual. So far, all I've done is walk through. Chance of Senna is currently winning. I know nothing about that game, but I might be playing it on Wednesday. It is legitimately a lot of fun. I've done Portal, which made me motion sick. I've done Subliminal, is that what it was called? Last week. And the Stanley Parable, which was legitimately very enjoyable. Very odd game, but... Oh god. Apparently Alien is now tied. Damn you! Anyway, I am also a complete wuss, so Alien Isolation will be me doing this. Anyway, moving right along. That's everything we have going on, I think, at the moment, unless I've forgotten something. Do any of our players have anything going on they would like to tell our audience about? I don't remember if anyone has stuff at the moment. No? Okay, cool. In that case, I will get you lovely people. Oh, Alex, hi! This is your first game in Season 2.
It is.
Welcome back. Good to have you. I'm sure everything will go great. Nothing terrible ever happens on someone's first game.
Everything is fine.
Yes, I think that is all of the things for now. I will get these lovely people to introduce themselves and their characters, and then we shall dive into a little bit of Pathfinder. So, let's start with Alex.
Hi, I am Alex, and I am playing Tilly, who is a Duskwalker summoner, and her Eidolon Edelgard.
Excellent. Fernando.
Hi, I'm Fernando, and I'm playing Beza the Carpenter.
Lacey.
I am Lacey, and I play Brya the Cleric.
Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany, and I am playing Syren. Wow. Yeah, I'm playing
you're not
Syren.
You're the other one.
Are we swapping?
we switched. It's a surprise. We switched for today. No, I'm playing Nerys.
Not Syren.
Syren. One half of the Dalathon twins, along with her familiar Mischief.
Apparently has an identity crisis. Cheryl.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm playing Redra, and I am a half-orc cleric of Gilahari.
And Gavin.
I'm Gavin. I'm a lumberjack, and I'm okay.
And
I play Syren Delathon. Syren Delathon, not Nerys, the other Delathon twin, with his familiar Mayhem.
Jeez, you guys.
This is starting out great, guys.
Who are we?
Channeling. This is all channeling the chaos now. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Cool. I'm Jax, and I play everybody else. Which today will involve some lumberjacks and an ogre, and who knows who else might show up. So, your potion of resistance today is resistance to fire damage. Will it be relevant? Who can tell? If you are new to the stream, you are able to give the characters potions of resistance and inspiration, which lets them re-roll d20s, using your channel points. Also, sometimes you can heal them, unless they're dead. Then you can't heal them.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, you have been sent into the Great Forest of Althea. You're heading northeast towards a lumberjack encampment that Andeline has sent you to. What you know is that there is an ogre called Korth Neazog, and he is actually the one that contacted Andeline. He has been living in the forest for a long time, just chilling, doing his ogre thing, but recently he has noticed that there have been some weird things showing up in the Great Forest of Althea that are new, and causing some mayhem. Things again. There's an increase in banditry, all sorts of strangeness, and the lumberjacks who work close to where he lives have decided that he is to blame for this. Because better the monster you know, I guess. He sent a message to Andeline and said, come sort these motherfuckers out, basically. And her interpretation of that was to send you lot to broker a peace between these people who are just trying to live their lives and do their thing. And yeah. So you left yesterday. You have spent one night in the forest on your way. So my question to you is, are you heading to the Lumberjacks or are you heading to Korth? It is up to you where you want to go first. Yes,
Did we
Tiffany.
get what payment we're getting?
Nope, nobody asked.
Okay. That's fair.
Hey, I would suggest that we head to Korth first because he seems like the victim, and I'd rather hear his story first.
Yeah, he did ask.
Yeah.
For us.
He's the client.
If
So-
not
Here's
the
the
answer,
clients.
here's the client.
And at that point, we can negotiate recompense.
Andeline would have told you that she has had dealings with him before. Not a lot, but enough to know that he's he's a bit rough around the edges, but not a bad person. I realized about when at some point I was telling the story of this mission to my child, and his response was, "Oh, so you're making Shrek?" And I was like, "I am fucking making Shrek. That's annoying." It wasn't on purpose, I swear. But that's the vibe.
However, for any DreamWorks executives watching today, we are open to some sort of tie-in merchandise. It's all
No,
relative.
we do not want their
Ketchup.
attention at
We're
all.
willing to do ketchup.
No. It has nothing at all to do with anything that may possibly resemble anything. made by
Any
them.
similarities to any of that is purely circumstantial.
At most, it is a homage.
Imitation and all. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, so she would have said his message was essentially go and sort these shitheads out, tell them to stop being dicks, basically. But her message to you was they're probably just trying to do their job. He's just trying to live his life. They clearly have come to an impasse. Your job is to resolve that to everybody's satisfaction. She would prefer that this is resolved peacefully and is not a violent situation. She would have been like, these are just scared people lashing out, so that's what you're there to fix. Nobody is the bad guy. So.
Onward.
Still
To the ogre.
to the ogre? Half ogre, technically.
It's
We'll
such
only
an
travel
important
halfway there then.
distinction.
Alright. You have a vague idea of where he lives? Because Andeline couldn't give you specific instructions. So how do you plan to find his house? You know where the Lumberjacks are, because they're easy to find. But the ogre, she would have given you a vague idea, but he just lives in a cabin in the middle of the forest.
If he is a half
That
ogre,
was gonna be.
then we
I was
can
gonna say, don't we-
probably
One at a time.
Okay.
Syren,
twin.
go.
Always the twins. If he's the half ogre, and we know where he is, but in the generalities, if we get into his space, he's gonna find us, right? He's been there for a long time. We're gonna be absolutely in his backyard. He'll be like, "What are you kids doing on my stump?" Let's general direction, and we've got some smart people around us looking at. We've got some smart people around us. I'm sure we can figure it out once we get there. We can track. He's a half ogre. He can't be that hard to find.
Nerys, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, you mentioned that he lives in a cabin, so that not discounted, but next to my question was just do we know where ogres or half ogres like to live? Is it a cave but it's a cabin? So that's not.
Yeah, this particular one
Yeah.
is a cabin.
I do have
They
an
like
idea.
lots of high stud, indoor-outdoor flows important, easy access to.
Good.
How tall are
enrichment.
the trees where we're at right now?
Pretty fucking tall. You're in the middle of the Great Elthian Forest. Some of these trees are hundreds of years old.
Okay. I was thinking we could send the familiars up to the top to see if they noticed any smoke coming from close by. Mischief is at least good at climbing, but I don't think Nerys can climb that high.
All right,
could send the familiars.
Send the panda.
Send the panda.
The panda will need to make a perception check. I'm not going to make the panda roll for climbing a tree because that's what pandas do. Well, at least these pandas. Red pandas.
There's tree pandas.
Tree bears.
Yeah. Alright. Where is mischief's thing?
Mayhem will scoot up as well, and once he gets to the top, we'll share sensors, and Syren will look around because my eyes are better than his.
Okay, then Syren can also make a perception check, please.
Alright.
This is not the time to be slow, Hero Labs.
Yeah, agree.
And now it's like refreshing.
Let's just say it's probably a number between 1 and 30, and if you need a high number, it was definitely a high number. And if you needed a low number can also be provided.
I'm pretty sure I need a high number, so...
I'm pretty sure you need to give me the actual number you got.
This is just me filling dead air while Hero Labs
I
corrupts it. Perception. I hit the magic button.
To respond to chat,
sheet.
there is currently only one druid in the horde. Yes, that is accurate.
Mhm.
You have 2 rangers. Brya and Scree are both rangers.
Well,
Not on this mission, however.
Wrong season.
alright.
Did that work?
I am not seeing anything. I know.
Every time I click on something, it takes forever to actually go
Here it
anywhere.
is.
Right?
Amazing.
Alright. Perception.
What are the rest of you doing while the red pandas are struggling to open their eyes?
They're tired.
Do we notice any, I would imagine, large footprints on
You
the
can
ground
make a
anywhere?
survival check. See if your one works better than the others.
Come on.
I got a 17.
Almost there.
17. I would say yes, you can definitely see some very large ogre footprints on the ground. And
can let the
many
team know.
many
Ooh.
other tracks. Oh, a 7. A 7. Which one was that? Mischief?
Yeah. All that frustration. Yeah, that was
Distracted. Distracted by
That's-
I don't know, trees, I guess. Look at all these trees. 17. Yeah, you can see like a little clearing kind of off in the trees a little bit. There is no smoke, but there is a cabin. Due to the fact
I
that
can
it is
discern a cabin,
hot
no
as
smoke.
balls right now, you're like a week away from the burn, maybe a week, 2 weeks away from the burn, and the weather is like kind of rainy, so it's like muggy and humid and fucking hot. It's
Oh
like
no, my hair.
tropical.
Like,
Yeah. Those of you from the jungle are probably fine. Those of you from Althea are probably more or less used to this. Actually, you're probably all fine because the other 2 are from the desert. Although
Yeah, but
It's
the
a
desert
little
would be a dry
humidity, the
haze.
humidity you would struggle with, yeah, because the desert.
That's why Tilly's here is like
Yeah.
packed closely to
Yeah.
her head, otherwise it's gonna be frizzy as hell.
Syren motions to the air around and just says, "Welcome to the jungle."
Yep.
Let's have fun and games.
Anyway, you have located the ogre cabin. Congratulations.
Syren will
You've solved your first puzzle.
Syren will come back to his own senses and then look to politely direct the rest of the party to whence he located the cabin.
Okay.
Let's get cracking.
So you're just walking up to this half ogre's cabin. Is that your plan?
Yep.
There's, I take it there's some distance, right?
Yeah.
At least someone has a better plan. Basil has no better plan. Basil's plan is just walk up there. See what's
Does
up.
anyone have an alternate approach, or is that the plan?
send the cute pandas first. But other than that, no.
Can do. My cute panda cannot communicate in any way other than chittering,
They just have to
squeaking,
stare.
and presenting belly rubs. It's possible.
So what are you doing?
We're walking.
Okay. Cool. Oh my god, you're all scattered. Please hold while I put you all in a bunch so I can take you to the place. Mutter, mutter, mutter. I know.
We could
You were the one
send
that put us
emissary.
there.
Everybody's moved since I put you there.
I
Okay.
have not
I
moved.
haven't. I moved my token and then put it back.
All right. You find yourselves approaching a fairly rudimentary kind of cabin. You don't have to be that close. I'm just showing you what it looks like. It's very rough, very kind of just been put up. It's not very fancy. And at the moment, it's very quiet.
What's with the two buildings? One the cabin, what's the other one?
Do you wish to go closer and have a look?
I see two roofs. I could imagine we could at least see, like, is it like an
kind of
open
looks like
building?
it's probably some sort of shed.
Okay, yeah. That's what I wanted to know.
We could all stand here and only send one person to the door. That way we're not, like, mobbing the door. But they'd be in, like eyesight of the rest of us, I guess.
Sure.
Well,
He's
Mhm.
asked for help. He should be expecting somebody. Let's go say hello.
it's good talk with the door. You're right.
So you're knocking on the door. Who
Mhm.
is
Yeah,
who
I
is
think-
knocking on the door?
I guess Baz will
Syren will knock.
Yep, Bez is
Bez.
knocking on the door. Okay,
knock knock.
knock knock.
Is somebody home?
There is a pause, and then you hear from inside a very deep, gruff voice that says, "Go away!"
Alright, guess we're not helping you. See you later, mate.
We
Just
have
walk
come
away.
from Andaline to aid you in your neighborhood dispute.
The door is flung open, and you see a very large, ogre-looking being stand in there. He is not an attractive bloke. Big. Small for an ogre, but bigger than any of you. And he looks down at Syren. And oh, we lost Syren. And eats him.
No!
Great.
Oh no! Not again.
no.
Siren to the fourth dimension. Where you get this.
Banishment. Oh my god. Okay,
Oh, boy.
he looks at the party in general while we wait for Syren to return. And kind of looks all of you. And he says, Andaline, why are you here?
What?
We want to
Why
hear
are
from
you
you
here?
what is going on.
Andalin, you asked Andalin to help you, mate.
Yeah?
She sent us.
Yeah. To go and deal with the Lumberjacks.
Yes,
Yeah,
but we
what's
want
the
to
problem?
understand from you what is going on and hear your side of the story first.
They're assholes.
Do you know why they're acting like that? Do you have any ideas?
Because they're assholes.
They're blaming
What
you
have
for
they-
things. Is that correct? They're blaming you for things.
There are things, new things. Some big, some small. Some thievy. You know? Some go in and smash up their lumberjacking things. Steal their axes. I saw a worm once. Big worm. Weird colors. Into the ground. Wasn't good. They
Alright.
came here. They say, "Ogre, steal things, rah!" I hit them with club. They leave. They come back. It's a problem. I didn't steal their axes. I don't need their axes. I didn't break their things. Assholes.
Right.
Are there any caves close by to here?
Yeah.
Okay. Any idea where these new things are coming from?
He just points at the ground.
That's fair. Which direction are the caves?
The caves. Why you go to caves?
I just want to know where they are. I'm not going, not yet, maybe. Okay. Thank you.
Noted.
As he points, Tilly will just cast no direction so she can figure out which way that is.
Okay.
Relative to where she is.
It's a way.
Yeah. Like, in case they move somewhere else and they get all turned around, they can figure out where he was pointing.
Yeah. Welcome back, Syren.
Apologies.
The ogre lost concentration on banishment.
Yeah.
Anyway. You get the impression that this dude is not the smartest in the world. Brains are not his... Int is not his highest stat.
Anything else you want us to know, Mike?
Like what?
I'll take that as a no.
Yes,
Do
Syren.
we learn what the... Oh, Gavin question. Do we learn what the Lumberjacks have accused our half-ogre friend of doing? Or
General
what their interactions have been?
stealing and breaking of things. So basically what he told them, what he told you is that there has been an increase of things being stolen and randomly broken and random, like, you know, vandalism and whatever. He also mentioned that he had seen a big worm come out of the ground and then go back into it again, and a number of other random things that are new to the forest. And that the Lumberjacks showed up and demanded that he give back their axes. And he hadn't taken the axes, so he hit them with his club and they went away. But this has happened more than once. Basically, they're accusing him of being responsible for this nonsense.
The last time they met?
Maybe more than 2 days ago.
More than 2 days ago. And the last time you saw some sort of worm or some sort of disturbance from the ground?
More than 2 days ago.
Right. Is it the same more than 2 days ago as the Lumberjack? Or a longer 2 days ago than the Lumberjack?
Maybe. You get the vibe that counting is hard.
I appreciate that counting, yep. Real world problems, fucking counting is hard. Math, man, why? Just come on, Greeks, just make another system. Anyway, rant over.
Wasn't the Greeks.
He's not
Never mind.
That'll start another rant.
Yeah.
Dude on.
Join the Discord. Hear us rant.
Check out the nerd channel.
All this and more.
He doesn't look injured in of himself, so there hasn't been any confrontation that's led to injury.
If there has been, he's clearly pretty strong. Yeah, it seems more skirmishy than anything with any great amount of, you know. Yeah.
So, Andolin has asked us to come and support you and the Lumberjacks in reaching some sort of agreement to live in peace. What we were looking to understand from you is what you can offer us in way of support, or what you are willing to do for the Lumberjacks, if anything, to remain friendly. If they asked you to help them, would you? If
Why?
they asked you, why would they want your help?
Yeah.
You have a long history in this forest. You may know places and animals that they do not. You may know the places to avoid where they do not. And they may have need of your strength if they are looking to fell large trees. They will not be as strong as you or as capable. You could offer them aid. This may help form a bond of friendship.
Don't want to be friends. They must leave me alone. Stop
Excellent.
being assholes.
Excellent. Thank you for your clarification. When we are able to speak with the Lumberjacks and pass on your wishes, we will require some sort of recompense. Has Andolin discussed what you will be paying us?
Do you want...
We need to be paid.
Oh, that's a big word. I can give you some mushrooms. What do you want?
How do you... You don't trade, do you, mate?
No,
Trade.
I do not.
No. What is trade?
Okay. Okay.
Mushrooms are very nice.
They're also not great pay, mate.
We should
Well,
clarify
we
if
have-
they're edible or otherwise.
What do
Also
you
that.
want?
What are you willing to part with?
I don't know what
Do
is
you have any gold?
valuable to you. Gold?
Hmm.
Yeah. Gold is useless. You can't eat it.
Agree.
I mean,
You
Other
can't
people seem
plant
to find it very useful.
You can't build with it.
Would you have 60 gold to give us upon completion of...
What is 60?
This
I
event.
have more than 2 gold.
Would you be comfortable in showing us the gold you have?
Yeah. He steps out of the house,
Yeah.
goes over to the shed,
Mm-hmm.
comes out of the shed with a box, and plonks it on the
Mhm.
ground in front of you.
Mm-hmm. May I
does it
open the
make a
box?
thud when it gets to the
Yeah.
ground? Or the,
It,
how
it thuds.
heavy
Eh,
is the thud?
pretty heavy thud.
May I open the box?
Yeah. Inside the box is a collection of stuff that has obviously been found probably on people. Like bracelets and necklaces and some like little pouches of gold and money, and it's just like a bunch of scrounged things. And he looks at them and he looks at
Syren.
you and he goes, This is of value. I just thought they were shiny.
Syren will give Bazra a quick side eye and go, a princely sum.
Usually more like it.
You probably can't tell at a glance how much there is in here or what it's worth, but it's a pretty decent little haul of stuff that he doesn't seem to find any value in.
Would you be agreeable for us taking this back with us to Andolin once we've talked to the Lumberjacks and made sure they leave you alone?
I just want to understand. So, you go to the Lumberjacks.
Yes.
You make them stop being assholes.
Yes.
You get them to leave me alone.
Yes.
Come back here.
Yes.
I give you a box of trinkets.
Yes.
You want that more than mushrooms? He seems genuinely confused by why you value this box of random shit he's
If
found in the forest.
we could have a small portion of mushrooms as well, that would be excellent.
Okay.
You have spare lumber?
Probably
I
from the
mean,
Lumberjacks.
no.
Okay.
Bazza, we have lumber in its native state, that of being trees.
Yeah, you can have the box of shiny trinkets if you want,
Thank
and some mushrooms. They will be good mushrooms,
Appreciated.
but
Are
no
they
more
edible
assholes.
mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yes, we understand.
Okay.
All mushrooms are edible mushrooms.
If only once.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything happen after you eat them?
Sometimes.
Besides not being hungry? Okay.
I mean, depends
This will
on
be
the
fascinating.
We'll need to consult
What
Bergamot.
kind of spouse do I have here today?
Not even mushrooms again.
It's gonna give us a
Never again.
handful of
Okay,
death cats.
Got 2 clerics. We're fine.
The clerics eat last.
If at
we
all.
Alright.
have a. This is trade. We have a trade.
Yes. We have a trade.
Yes. Syren will hold out a hand gingerly to shake on the deal.
He just looks at it, confused.
I have learned this just recently. If we shake hands, we form a bond, an agreement. It is a show of trust.
Oh, okay. He takes your hand and he shakes it. I'm gonna need a fortitude save.
Does he just pick up Syren and just shake him by the hand?
I'm imagining he's just like the whole body is like he's off the ground being shook by this guy.
He's just shaking me around. Fortitude.
Correct.
Weird Pathfinder thing. Monks are expert at all saving throws from first level. It seems a bit overpowered, but
monks are crazy. It's all good.
only Nerys is crazy. Syren is simply a monk.
Only?
What did you get?
It's rolling. It's hero lab. It's got 23.
Okay.
16 plus 7.
No, that's not what I want. 23. Okay, well, the good news is you do not throw up. However, you do take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as he, throws you off your feet trying to shake your hand. He shakes with great vigor.
Nerys looks away to hide her smile as she's kind of laughing.
And then he stops and he goes, now we have trade, yes?
Yeah, mate.
Yes, we do. We certainly do. And a mild concussion.
Oh, that's actually quite a good pun. It's a bond, shaken not stirred. Oh, I like that one. It's rare that there's one that I like, but I like that one. Good job. Anyway. Okay.
I am shook.
You
am
come
shooketh.
back. No more assholes.
No more assholes.
You can have
Mhm.
trinkets and mushrooms.
That's the plan.
Appreciated. We leave you in peace.
This is not peace, this is my house.
Yep. We're going now. Don't worry
Okay,
about
bye.
it.
We will leave you in your house.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And we leave.
Just gonna start
Be
walking
well.
away.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Chitter squeaks, chitter squeaks.
Alright.
Let's go find these
He is
lumberjacks.
exceptionally strong. I think I've done a rotocuff.
That's on you.
Oh, you'll be alright, mate. You'll be alright.
Okay. So you're not quite deepish in the forest. This guy lives fairly in the trees. You have an idea of where the lumberjack camp is. Make someone who's leading this trek, this adventure. Who is finding your way?
Probably Bazza, alphabetically. Yeah, natural leader, always at the front. Strange that.
Alphabetically.
Beza, make a survival
Well,
check
like
for
a-
me.
Princely
You gotta
thing to
put the
do.
Y in my name.
17.
17. Okay.
Yep.
You kind of take a moment to get your bearings, but you have an idea of you've been paying attention to directions and you sort of know where the direction you need to head to get to where the lumberjacks do their work.
Alright, let's go see these lumberjacks.
So you're just strolling through the great Elthian forest.
No one's got a back on them, right?
Well,
Just
I have
triple
it, but it's
checking.
covered. On purpose.
Okay, just keep it away. Really, really hidden.
Cool.
Yep,
So
I switched out my weapon, so.
When we meet the Lumberjacks, Brya can ask them a question.
now that was not a good one. That was a terrible one.
I only do terrible ones. It's a skill.
Please take 6 points of psychic damage. No, I'm kidding.
Fair though.
I just need to look something up. Please hold for a hot second. See if I'm remembering correctly.
While they're walking and Jax is doing I'll Feel the
Mhm.
Silence, Nerys would kind of explain that she suspects, maybe have an idea that this is possibly related to all of the things that have come up from the Darklands in other missions.
No.
So knowing where those caves are might be useful because we might be asked to find the source because the Lumberjacks will be like, well, if it's not him, then who is it? And we need someone to stop it.
And we tell them it's a cave, go collapse it.
Go collapse it. Was that what you said?
Yeah. We've done this before, we'll do it again.
It was very successful the first time.
Okay.
We would also need to verify that that is where it's coming from, though. But
Oh, we just
having directions to
collapse
it
it.
is better than the last time we went cave looking.
Yes.
And if I understand economics correctly, we could also ask the Lumberjacks for payment and be paid twice. Once to resolve the conflict between the half ogre and the Lumberjacks, and a second time for resolving the Lumberjacks and the miscreants.
I say, yeah,
think-
that would be a
I think-
separate.
I believe that is
That would
called
be a separate
capitalism.
Oh God, Syren has discovered capitalism.
I think Thomas would like that idea. Yes.
Do not let that man know these ideas. He only comes
Can
up with
I
stupid ones
get-
themselves.
Thomas is the first name that comes to your lips.
As you stroll through
No.
this forest, can I get a perception check from everyone, please?
Can certainly try.
Nerys gives Syren a dirty look at that
You're
comment.
lucky there's no disadvantage, or I would give the twins disadvantage for bickering.
You can't
That's
give
where
them
they
a
do their
negative
best work.
to the
I
thing.
can do that in my brain.
Yep.
What have we got?
Well,
31.
Low Hero Labs.
22, 31.
12 for Tilly and a 13
12.
for Edelgard.
Cool. Redra?
That's above average for them. They're not wisdom based.
22.
22? Okay. The twins are bickering, so I don't care.
I got an
Like how
11
we're-
anyway. Or no, 17.
having
17.
Problems
Look
with
at the
Okay.
right number.
Okay. Baza and Redra, you begin to hear a sound that sounds like a kind of croaking noise. But it's a big noise.
Like a frog.
Brya
Like a
too.
frog. Brya, yes. But you're much more aware of the fact that this is big frog noise.
Yeah, okay.
Ribbit.
Oh god, it's
Mm.
Tom.
Not a
We'll let
frog.
Tom's out.
Chomps,
Which
yay!
direction?
No, Chomps would.
The Legion of Podoroks.
This is more or less what your environment currently looks like.
We'd be concerned about the y'all hear the giant frog sounds, mate? Well, it sounds like a frog.
Which direction is it coming from?
Ahead of you.
Head. Yeah, it's huge.
How huge
Like
So,
a
is huge?
so you're
frog.
walking
The pandas?
through a
Oh,
kind of
bigger than panda.
valley-ish kind of thing. There are like rock faces around you. Lots of
Brya
trees.
snaps.
And is that thing in the middle big enough to be like a fork in the path?
Yes,
Like the rock?
absolutely.
Okay.
And the thing in the middle is like a tall kind of rock. I don't know what the word is. Raised area.
Like a plinth?
Plateau.
Like a plateau. Bigger than a plinth. It's like a... And it's a natural... Like, it's very clearly a natural phenomenon. It's not...
Is it clear that it sounds like only one large frog?
Yeah. Probably.
Are we comfortable if we
Lovely.
send Mayhem up to look at the rock and I can see through the eyes and see what's around there before we walk into anything dangerous, perhaps?
Yeah. I
I
like
think
that
that's
plan.
a good
Cool.
idea.
Yeah, that works.
We'll go to that.
Okay, so Mayhem's going up the thing?
Yep.
Cool.
And then we'll share sensors. Please.
I just have to check a thing. Oh, yeah, cool. Excellent. Where exactly is Mayhem climbing up? This is important.
There if he can.
Where?
Climb speed of 25 feet. Yeah.
Ping for me?
Oh.
Oh, up on this. Okay, sorry. I thought you meant in the big
Yeah.
one.
We'll go there first to see what he can see around, and then he can.
Okay, make
Scribble.
a
Yeah.
perception check for me, please. Those are not giant spiders. Those are the roots of the trees.
They could be spider
Everyone's
trees.
so suspicious.
I know.
I know, right? I
Tree
don't
roots
understand.
is what they are. You're scared of
Yeah.
tree roots. That's what we've come to.
Wow.
Started with
There are people who are
butterflies.
very scared of
Mission?
butterflies now, so you know.
Yeah, the third seal mission, the butterflies. Yeah.
Poor
It is
butterflies.
We have
24.
reason to be.
Sorry, perception 24. Is that
I
what you
think
said?
it's 24. Yeah. Is that my first one or
Cool.
my last one?
In that case, it is very obvious to your panda that there is a very large frog perched on top of this thing, and it is kind of clearly paying attention to all of you.
Right.
The way
Sharing the
small
sentence.
frogs pay attention to flies.
Right. Syren will just let the team know that. Yes, Frog is very interested in us. It appears to be
It also,
looking for a morsel.
Syren, you're looking through his eyes right now.
Mm.
Can you make a nature check for me, please?
I'll save you some time. No, you cannot. I mean,
Okay, never mind then.
we can roll, but only really for comedic effect.
I was just say, yeah, that's a Nerys thing.
Yes, but it's not Nerys's panda on the
I
thing.
know.
So
Picked the wrong twin for that.
Anyone got any anti-frog plans or like frog poking abilities?
frog
No,
poking abilities.
Syren's not trained at all, so although it's taking a long time to roll, it won't actually do much. An 11. Hey, that's exactly average.
Okay, never mind. It's a big
It is a
fucking
frog.
Are you describing what you're seeing?
Yes,
I assume so.
it's a very large frog. It looks hungry.
Can the rest of us attempt nature checks?
You can't see the frog from where you are.
From my limited
It's like
understanding of
Yeah.
amphibians, I believe it's a
on
frog
the
and not a
thing
bird.
and kind of back, just slightly back from the edge, so you can't actually, you don't have line of sight on it right now.
I mean, how tall is the rock that the panda is on? And how big is it?
Like, I don't know how feet work.
It's a plateau, so quite large.
Big enough that you can't see from the bottom.
Up
the
100
thing the
feet.
panda's on is roughly the same height as the plateau.
How like wide is it? I am asking because Edelgard is a medium creature.
The thing the panda's on,
Yeah.
it would be difficult for a dog-shaped thing to climb it. He can try, but it is like the panda can climb it because it's a red panda. Like climbing is what they do. But I would say anyone else who wants to climb it would have to make checks to do so. It's not a gentle slope. It's like a fucking...
No, but Edelgard's also quite strong.
Yeah.
Like a stalactite.
I mean, you can try if you want.
Right.
She's
Like,
gonna
It would
try
be
and at least.
acrobatics, though, because it's not... This isn't something you can brute force. This would be a... Yeah.
She's still better
Mayhem
at
politely
acrobatics
shuffles over
than
to make
Tilly
room for the
is.
dog.
It wouldn't be easy,
Yeah,
but you're welcome to roll for it.
Yeah, I mean, she'll try.
Also, there is space
giant-
at the top for one creature, so the panda would have to move.
I mean, that's
Pandas
a
are tiny.
19, so.
Giant
19 total?
stalagmite.
Yeah.
Okay. He can get up. It's not elegant.
She
But
didn't
yeah.
care.
So if you want to do a nature
Yeah.
check, you can. Bear
Edelgard
in
is
mind
kind
that
of just like perching on the top. She's probably not all the way on the top. She's like resting on it. And Tilly will, once she's up there, use sheer senses to see through her eyes as well. So they're both looking at it. So can they both make nature checks?
yes.
Does the dog's head look vaguely like perch shaped? Because like
Edelgard doesn't have a
Yes,
clue.
I imagine that the panda can climb on the dog's head.
Yeah.
Whether the dog will allow it is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
But
Art now,
Edelgard
just drawing
is
inspiration.
very, very docile when she wants to be. That's a 6 for Tilly. And 11 for Edelgard.
so you guys come from a desert. This is
Yeah.
not a desert animal.
Yeah.
So it's a big frog.
Well,
Syren
are
says
we going to
helpfully to
try and
Tilly,
go around?
it is a frog.
Or are we going to go a different way?
I mean, it seems like it is acutely aware of our presence.
And hungry.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Edelgard will just kind of slide back down the rock.
How long would it take for the frog to digest one of the pandas?
We're not going to find out. Hopefully.
It's just an idea.
You can see Syren kind of start looking up.
I don't
You
want to
can
be
see the
frog food. Do
calculations
you
on his
want to be
brain
frog
going,
food?
Interesting. That's an interesting concept. He's like, I don't know the answer.
I imagine Mayhem is giving him a look.
The croaking stops.
It's not a good sign.
No, that's not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
I suggest
we
we
should
move.
Forward or backwards?
Oh, we still up there. Can we just
We need a
share
flag
chances
back.
again and Syren take a look at the status of the frog? Because Mayhem hasn't moved. He's like, what's it doing now?
You don't need the panda for that because the frog leaps down.
Shit. You were mentioning combat? No combat?
Is well,
We're gonna
I
be-
mean, there are
I think
things
it
in
was
the
more
forest.
probably no combat with the lumberjacks.
Don't make it too easy.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
there's things in this forest. Nerys is aware of this.
This frog is going to attempt to catch whoever's closest. Who's closest? Tilly. Because your dog's up at the top. Tilly! Apparently I need from you... What is this? Please hold while I figure out... Oh no, it's an attack roll. Let me roll an attack.
Oh, it's probably gonna hit.
It's only a 14.
Are you attacking me or the dog? Because the
You.
dog is in front.
I thought the dog was up on the thing.
She slid back down.
Okay, then
I
it's
said
then
that
the
she
dog.
slid back down like it looked really stupid.
Then the dog. 14. Does 14 hit the dog?
It does not hit the dog.
Cool.
Her AC is 17.
We're gonna do a second one, which is worse. Cool. Can we do some doing the combat thing? Please hold while I figure out how this works. It's been a while, you guys. Start
Initiative
tactical-
is perception,
no,
isn't
wait,
it?
Enact script.
Without
It's
my
fine.
cheat
You
sheet
don't.
for my action economy.
You don't need to roll it.
Okay.
Because the thingy will roll it. Let's just put this on the stage. Oi! Oh, it's in a different place here. On camera, please. Thank you. Start tactical mode. Confirm. And so we are just going to use the Hero Labs thing so that we don't have to figure out initiatives. Redra! You're at the top.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right.
This frog basically did the tongue thing and tried to catch Idleguard, but missed.
Can I make a note before combat starts? As soon as she had heard the frog noise, Brya had snapped her fingers, which means her armor's back.
Yes, I did hear that. Yes.
Okay.
Cool, good. So you have armor, yes. Rachel.
Gee, I don't know what I want to do. I
Now that
want-
you can see it, Redra, you can also make a nature check if you want. This thing's right, up close to you, and that is one of your... I think you know about nature things, don't you?
I know a thing or two. And ideally, it's usually a small thing of nature.
But this is... well...
But this is not. But 22.
This is not a normal frog. There is something kind of mutated and weird about this frog. It's not that you don't get frogs this big, because you do, especially the Great Elthian Forest has a lot of giant fauna. But it looks kind of wrong in some way that you can't quite identify. It doesn't seem to be just a natural frog. There's something wrong. I don't know if that changes your actions, but there you have it.
Can I detect magic?
Oh, I
On
think
the
it
frog?
even has 2 heads. Hang on. I don't know, the picture has 2 heads. Nah, I don't think it has 2 heads. Carry on.
Okay, can I I'm gonna cast detect magic and see if it's
Okay.
magically mutated.
No. It's not a magical thing exactly. It's just a mutant of some sort. At least there's no this has a spell on it, you know.
Right. Okay, I'll tell the team that what I feel that I know about this frog, that it's not magically mutated, but it is mutated, probably not from here, and she will move forward 10 feet.
Okay.
And that's her go.
Cool. Nerys.
So, reaction, are we fighting or running from this thing?
It's your turn. You need to make a decision.
Huh.
You are responding to the
She's gonna hold-
situation first.
She's gonna hold her action.
What are you holding?
What is that thing called? Flurry of blows.
Okay.
To, if it attacks again, she
I
will.
mean, it looks pretty aggro. It doesn't look like it's not going to attack. It looks like it's decided you guys are lunch. I'm just going to put
Okay.
that out there. It very clearly went for the dog in a nom nom, this is an excellent snack kind of a way.
Okay, then she's not gonna hold it. She's just gonna do flurry of blows and then 2 other punches.
Okay.
Hoping that one of them stuns it. Where's my fist? Here it is. Okay. Oh, so 16 for the first.
16 misses. Just bounces off
Oh.
its gross, giant frog
Yeah,
skin.
ripples.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so it has this thing.
Oh no.
Right.
This is technically an unarmed strike, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I need you, please, to make a fortitude save. Because its skin is poisonous.
It's gonna go so well for me.
Well, that tells me what thing we're gonna do next turn. I'm an expert at these. Please roll like an expert. $17?
17 does not save.
I have inspiration, I think.
You do have inspiration.
Do I trust the dice to do it properly the second time?
I will say that was very close.
Fine. I'll use my inspiration. It's very early to be using inspiration.
Yeah, but you know chat's gonna give it back to you.
I mean, that's fair. Ah! Is it close enough with a 19?
Yes, that saves. Cool. Alright.
Alright, I got 2 more attacks. They're probably still gonna miss. Let's see if I can get... whatever to... do the math properly. While this is going... Mischief's little action is just to crawl up beside Mayhem-ish.
Stay out of the way.
Yes.
Cool.
They want nothing to do with the frog. And she will shout, "Don't touch it."
Is that you? Are you hitting it again? Did you?
I'm gonna try to. Hero Labs is being extremely slow.
Yeah, it's not been great today.
No.
Oh, I thought it was just me. Thank goodness.
No, it is not just you. I might try to refresh it in between turns, but I don't know that will do anything. That's a 5.
Cool. I'm gonna say with a 5 you completely miss. Like the poison reaction from the first one means that you're like thrown off by that, and when you go for the second one you actually just totally miss it.
Okay, and ignore what number it gives you. That is only a 6. So yeah, her last 2, that poison throws
It's
her
like,
off.
"Ah, no.
Yeah, she's like, "Don't touch it!" And that's her turn.
Cool. Baza.
Edna's got a sword, so you're just gonna. Well, actually, first thing he's gonna do, he's gonna rage because that's just not right.
Okay.
Giant
I love
frogs
the
trying to
idea
eat
of
dogs
this
is just not
super
right.
chill Baza raging.
I
What
didn't
does
know
It's
that.
Baza's
bad.
rage look like?
Quiet?
He takes off his hat.
Oh no!
Serious
Not the
business.
Oh man! This is
It's like,
getting real.
nah, it's not on, mate. That's not on. So he's gonna make it a little
Mullet
easier.
on full display.
So good.
Gonna rage.
Takes off
There's
his
gonna be
hat.
an action,
Oh
move
my.
for an action, and then whack it for another action.
Okay, go.
Once I hit the right thing, because I am a city person. That's a 25 hit total
That hits.
for 12 damage.
12. What is happening? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I see. 12. Yes. Okay. You're gonna hit him
Yeah.
again?
Nope, that's all my 3
Okay.
actions.
I
Job
thought you
done.
had two hits.
Nope.
Cool. The sword is fine. You do not have to have bad things happen to you because of that. Brya.
Brya is going to not draw a line on the board.
I would like to point out that Bria's axe is all wrapped up.
It is.
Okay, just making sure you're aware of that.
Yep. And she casts Daze.
Okay. Cool.
It remains covered.
Yep. That's a will?
And I need a will save.
We'll save. Okie dokie. That's a 15.
What is my... I need a DC 21. So that is
It is dazed.
stunned 1. No, yes. That's not a critical fail.
Stunned. Now stunned. Oh, that means you can't do shit. If I remember correctly. Right?
Lose an action.
You can't act while stunned. Oh, I
Just-
see. Okay.
Yeah, stunned
So
includes
stunned
ability,
one
which
is only
how
one
many
action.
actions
All
they
right,
lose.
right.
Cool. Sweet. Anything
That's
else? That's
Nope.
you. Alrighty. Syren.
Is Pathfinder like the other editions where you can move through a friendly square without costing movement?
I'm going to say yes. I don't remember. And I can't be
Cool,
bothered
fine.
looking it up, so we're going to just say yes
Nice.
for now. But please don't hold me to
So-
it later, because I've looked it up.
Yeah. Action 1, 30 feet, get to their flank, and hopefully put the beastie flat-footed with my mate.
It's stunned anyway, I
Dagger.
think. Does that
Uh,
affect? I feel like that affects. Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind. Ignore me. Please continue.
okay,
Touch it.
so
Don't
try
touch it.
and flank it so we can get some flat footing going for Basil with the sword. Second action, now that I'm closer, although he's untrained, can we do a
What are you trying to
medicine
find
sort
out?
of recall? I'm trying to understand what that toxin on the skin will do if I, two
Ah.
people who touch it.
I know you're gonna love this, but I think that's probably nature, because it's a natural venom.
Oh, I mean, that's totally fair. It's balls for him, but you can roll a net 20, right? I mean, what's the chances? 5%. I hit the button. I don't know what happened.
I don't even have the thing open, so I can't see the roller. Hang on.
Yeah, cool. Kill. Did it work?
One day it'll get there.
No.
No.
It did not.
No, I appreciate the immediate feedback. You know what else I would like immediate feedback from? Hero level. That would be great.
Can I just say that I do enjoy the fact that you can add conditions on Hero Lab and it automatically changes things. So you don't have to think about it.
That is cool. That is cool.
It also works for spell adjustments too, so if somebody
Yeah.
else casts a spell on you, you have it.
It's so good.
I put a
I
spell
enjoy
on
that a lot.
you.
How you going there, Gavin?
I'm not. It's gone black. I've got the black screen of
Cool.
death, and it's trying to reconnect, and after 3,000 milliseconds, it goes out.
I'm gonna just say this. You come from a jungle.
Yeah.
You would be aware of frogs that have poisonous skin. That touching it incurs like a poisonous situation. I would say that you would have some idea that that's kind of what's going on here, but it might be more virulent because of the nature of this creature.
Nice. So now that I'm absolutely sure that I can't touch it and seen some empirical evidence through my energetics twin, I will effectively go into a defense for my final action, and stay, because I want to give Bazza that flat-footed +2 to hit, so I'm just going to stay there.
Okay. Cool.
Come on.
Cool.
Nerys offered you her fan.
I'm not
She
a fan.
did. It is not.
Mayhem will start jumping and squittering like a little cheerleader. Yeah, we can do it.
Amazing. Cool.
That's fair.
Let us see who looks the tastiest out of the people. I'm gonna say, well, Baz is the only one that's actually hurt him very much, so it's gonna try to eat Bazza.
Yeah, okay.
So it's going to do a flicky froggy tongue thing at you.
Right.
16.
Miss.
Meh.
Huzzah.
15 misses as well. Just bounces off, or you
Oh.
dodge him with your ragey rage. And he only gets 2
Yeah.
tries because he's currently stunned. So that's him.
Nobody says huzzah anymore.
No. Tilly.
Huzzah.
Okay, I try to remember how my action economy works. Okay, to start with,
Right.
so Tilly is going to act together for 2 with Edelgard, which means she gets to take, one of them gets to take a 2 action thingy, and the other one gets to take a 1 action, and it costs them 2 actions. So Tilly's going to cast Daze on the creature, stun that bitch again. That is a
How long
DC
does days
17.
last? 1 round?
So Yeah, but it incurs the stunned one, and then once you've used the stunned one thing, it goes away.
I see. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll save.
yeah. But it does stack, so if both Brya and I cast it, then it would be stunned too.
That was a
turn.
10.
That is a failure.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I
sure
think
it is. Cool.
It takes 4 mental damage. It's just damage equal to my spellcasting modifier, which is +4.
Does that mean it should have taken damage from Brya too?
Probably. It takes damage equal to your spellcasting modifier.
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't read the whole thing.
Okay. Anyway, please continue.
Cool. And then
Your
Edelgard is
spells,
going to move.
folks.
Edelgard is going to move to there, and then she's going to try and bite it, because she doesn't
Okay.
do much else.
That's gonna go great. Yep.
Yeah, it's going to go perfectly well.
Go for it.
Dum tongue.
That was an 11. I don't think that hits.
That misses. I need a fortitude save from her, please.
Yeah.
Because biting a poisonous frog is not the best idea ever.
No, it's not. It's a 12.
She is currently stupefied 1. Oh, just stupefied 1 for now.
Okay. So everyone would notice that Tilly looks like she's a bit off-centered as well.
Oh, does that mean Tilly's also stupefied 1?
It's shared.
Ah,
Anything that
you're
affects
each
one of them
stupefied
affects
half,
both.
whatever that means.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
cool.
so that anything that would affect one of them affects both of them, but only the most serious condition. So if one was stupefied 2 and one was stupefied 1,
I
they're
see.
stupefied 2.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Cool. Love it.
I mean,
when
they've still
people
got
play-
one action, so...
Yeah. I don't know what stupefied does, but
Tilly is going to move next to Brya and be like, if you want my sickle, you can take it. Because your axe is wrapped up and Tilly's not going to use it. And that's her turn.
okay. Cool. That brings us back to the top. Redra.
Okay. First, she will cast Forbidding Ward on Tilly.
Okay.
And
Is that the
then-
shared damage thing? Am I thinking of the right thing? No.
No, it gives them a +1 to their AC and
okay.
saving throws against the enemy attack spells or other
Cool.
effects. And then she will cast Guidance on Baza.
Okay.
What's
So
guidance
Which is
again?
different. It's a plus something.
+1 status bonus to 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check the target attempts before the duration ends.
Cool.
So until the start of my
Add
next turn.
+1 to something, basically.
Yep.
Okie doke. That's you.
That's me.
Nerys.
Okay. So, Nerys takes a step. Just a little step. I want to be against the wall, please. Thank you. First, her second action is... Can I please have my list of items? Thank you. She... she's gonna toss... She's gonna yell out, brother mine, and toss her throwing knife over to Syren, more aiming for the ground, not at him, so that he can touch it if he chooses, or pick it up.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she's gonna hit for her last action. She's gonna hit with her rope dart just
Okay.
once, because
Yep.
I think that's all she can do.
Go.
When hero laps decide. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a 26.
That hits. In fact, right now, that's a crit. Because it's flat-footed.
I didn't hit the crit button in time. Okay. So
Do some maths.
4
You know that if you tick it afterwards, it adjusts the total, right?
No, I didn't. And we're doing the brutal critical where it's the max and then you roll, right?
Correct.
Okay. Come on, I clicked the button. There we go.
Or just do the
So
max.
it is 14?
14?
Yes. And that is her turn. And
All
Mistress
right.
stays where they are. And
This-
chitters
this-
excitedly with their
This
twin.
thing is starting to look pretty unhappy with its circumstances. It's not a happy froggy. Beza!
Should.
You chose this path, frog. Now you
Just
must
doing
lie
its
you in your
frog
bed. I'm gonna whack the frog.
Okay.
That's a
Muff
16
Whack
for
a
the
frog
first
instead of
one.
whack-a-mole.
How much, sorry?
16.
16 hits. Now it hits.
Yep, for 10 damage. Not very good.
10. Oh, it doesn't have a lot left.
Rolled a 9 for the second attack.
Nah, that's not gonna hit.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for double because it's going to miss. -1.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a
No,
lot
you
I can
could've
do
had-
with this.
Did
You
you
could've
add
had
the
your
one
plus
from
one.
Redra?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
let's roll with a 0. Let's roll with a 0. Okay, so that's a 10.
Nah, that doesn't hit. But it is looking fucked up. Bits of disgusting, poisonous, froggy flesh are falling off it at this point in time.
Mmm,
It is
frog. Man.
unattractive. Cool. Brya.
Divine Lance.
Oh, does
So
that do?
21 to hit.
that hits.
That's 10 good damage.
Good. Okay. That kills the froggy. It
Croaked.
kind of.
That wasn't me.
I know, but apparently it's
I hated
contagious.
myself as soon as I touched it. Thank you.
Fucking hell. Yes, the frog has in fact croaked. Thank you, Tiffany. You have been spending too much time with Gavin. Please stop. Yeah, it has a last sad croak and dies on the ground. What would you like to do?
It's souvenirs for the druid.
Don't. You just
Without
don't touch
touching it.
Yeah,
Without
don't
touching
touch
it.
that. I'm not
I have
touching
like
that.
a- That would be like wrapped in fabric or something. Does anybody have anything?
Frog
Yeah.
poop's going to
Anybody
leak through that.
Is anyone doing anything with the frog, or are we moving on?
I suggest we
Sirens
just
and
move
shit.
on.
Well,
Just-
I had a
Do
question.
we know
like-
anything about it?
What's your question, Redra? Let's start there.
Well, all right. I was wondering if the pandas had seen any type of metal or anything up on where the frog was, or if we should find a way to see if it ate any of the missing items, so we could maybe have
I see where you're going with this.
Patsy.
An autopsy.
I mean, I
Without
would
getting
say
close.
that given the pandas' roles, probably not in terms of things just chilling on top of the plateau. Do you really wish to cut this extremely poisonous beastie open? Is that a thing you want to attempt?
I'll throw it out there to the
No,
group.
but I wish to observe from a safe distance of about 20 feet.
Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna cut it open, Bass is gonna watch like the appropriate amount back, but we probably should not cut that frog open.
Probably not.
I mean,
It was
if you
just a
want to
thought.
find out if it's eaten anything particularly solid, you could always just poke its stomach with something blunt, and if there's a lump in there, that might give an indication. Then you don't have to touch it with your hands.
Do we have a magnet?
Oh my god.
What's the magnet?
Nerys will find a large stick.
Are there like large
it.
stick or like a solid tree branch or something that we could?
So you're poking the belly of the dead mutant frog to see
With a
if there's
stick.
something hard inside it. Am I understanding correctly?
Right.
I believe that is where we're at.
Jonathan performing a necropsy on this thing.
All right, Nerys, make a perception check, I guess.
Should have brought.
And she also, just in case it like ruptures, she pulls her shirt over her mouth. Not that it'll actually probably do anything, but you know, placebo effect.
Syren would give the help action, but he does not want to.
Fair. That's fair.
Pick up my knife. 19.
You can't really tell what's inside this frog's stomach by poking it with a stick. It's very squishy. The stick kind of sizzles in a disturbing way when it touches the skin of the frog. But you can't be like, aha, that seems like a suit of armor. No.
We can either cut it open, probably with the sword, so we can have a little distance, or we can just leave it.
I reckon we leave
I
it.
thought it smelled bad on the outside. No, let's not cut it open.
Either way, Nerys takes a little chunk of like with the skin and leaves it on the stick, and she carries the stick. She's gonna have that for later.
You just have a stick with a chunk of dead mutant frog skin hanging off the end.
The world's worst s'more.
For real. That shit will kill you.
Yeah, Dennis gonna pick up his hat. Just make a point, pick up his hat and like trying to shake as much of the goop off in a safe manner as he can from his sword.
Okay.
Like that's gonna be like Tim Walker just like lightly shaking his sword to get rid of the goop.
Okay.
So
Brya.
could we tell? I know I rolled high earlier, but now that we're all like close to it, can we like differentiate what type of different mutations that we can see? Like, do we feel like it's different types of frogs mutated within itself, or different types of animals mutated with this frog?
No, it's more like it is. The frogness is turned up. If you see what I mean. Like the poison is more poisony. The like it just seems like it's a frog, but it's been taken to like extremes of frogness. Okay. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I feel like that was a weird way of explaining what is in my brain.
It's a frog on crack. We got it.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's like Frog Hulk.
Cocaine frog.
What would happen if Hyde was in fact a frog when Jekyll and Hyde did whichever one's the monster. Hyde's the monster, right?
Hyde.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the vibe. It's like it's been pushed all the way to the end of frogness.
While everyone's looking at the frog, Edelgard is just chewing on some grass to get the horrible taste of frog out of her mouth.
It's pretty gross. The effects of the poison do wear off after 6 rounds, I think it is, so we can assume that it wears off after a while. Alright, so we're leaving the frog at this juncture and moving on.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
In that case, we are going to take a break. So, for our giveaway today, since it's the 25th mission of Season 2, I have been doing level 5 speed draws of the characters when they hit level 5. The giveaway is that I will do one of those drawings of an NPC of your choice. So you can pick any person in Season 2, and I will make a picture of them and send it to you, and send you the original. So you'll have the original piece of paper. There is a wide variety to choose from. So, yes, that's what we're going to do. Hopefully that's a fun thing.
Oh.
God, I can see.
That means we could pick Marith if we wanted to.
No, Season 2.
Well,
Not confirmed in season 2 yet.
Okay, Leonel is going to play some games with you guys over the break, and then I will give someone a drawing of someone that they think is cool. I'm a little scared of what people might choose, but whatever, we'll roll with that. I'm nothing if not a good sport. And we'll be back in 10-15 minutes to find some lumberjacks and see what happens. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome back. We are playing the Lumberjacks' Revenge, and we have killed a mutant frog. That's what's happened so far. We had a chat with an ogre and killed a mutant frog. Monkey Magic, I believe you have won the giveaway, so please will you message me with which NPC you would like me to attempt to draw. I have a feeling I know who I'm going to be drawing. We will see how that goes. In the meantime, y'all are wandering through the forest towards the lumberjacks. Is there what would you like to do? Let's just do the thing. Do the thing.
Did Syren pick up Nerys's knife she tossed to him?
Yes.
Okay. She'll just say, "I want that back when we're done."
We're done. We are done.
We're not done. No, you hang on to it until we are back at the guild hall.
Okay.
As you wish.
Who's leading the way to the lumberjacks? Still Bazza?
Unless someone else will volunteer.
Please make a survival check for me.
13.
You get briefly turned around, but you manage to cover it up, and convince the rest of the party that you just took a small detour. Before you locate the river that the lumberjack mill is attached to. And you then follow the river up, and you do eventually get to a lumberjack mill, which looks like this.
Bazza, did we go the scenic way? How intriguing.
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely.
Didn't we pass that tree 5 minutes ago?
You're imagining things.
All trees look the same.
Yeah.
Think 3 years now.
It's working. It's doing its thing. The wheels turning. There are people sawing things. She grasps frantically for what happens at a lumber mill.
Are they singing songs?
Probably.
No
They're
one
probably
lights matches.
singing songs. Yes.
No fire, no sparks, no
It's
nothing.
those kind of super rhythmic songs people sing to, do manual stuff.
Alright, let's approach the nearest lumberjack.
Baz is probably really at home here.
He's like,
These are your people.
yeah.
Smells amazing.
Yes, it smells so good.
Smells of home. Anyway,
Syren,
I the
did you
nearest
have a question?
lumberjack. Oh,
As
yeah.
we are heading into the lumberjack area, the mill, can we do a survival roll to see whether there are any footprints around, like skirmishes, scuffles? The lumberjacks are clearly, having some sort of issue with people harassing them. Can we get some sort of tracks around what that might be?
Non-lumberjack tracks is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Make survival roll, please.
Nerys will help.
Now
I don't know if I roll for that in this game or.
You do.
How does that
Okay.
work? Yeah.
And then depending on how high you roll, his roll is adjusted.
Okay.
Awesome.
I still show the combat scenario. Should I be
I may
elsewhere,
have
or
not
does that-
ended it. Please
does
hold
that
while I
matter?
end
Okay.
tactical mode. Doesn't matter a great
Okay,
deal,
thanks.
but there you
All
go.
right. Thanks. And it's survival?
Correct.
Cool.
What you got there, Tiff?
7.
Your face is so
Nerys is
expressive.
not very helpful.
I can always tell how good your roll is based on your facial expressions.
12.
Why I don't play poker. Has nothing to do with the
Hard
fact I
to
don't know how.
tell. Lots of footprints. You don't really know which are the good footprints and which are the bad footprints. You're not sure.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
Well,
Bazza,
this means there's nothing glaringly obvious, which is good.
you stroll up to the closest lumberjack. It is a tall human man with lumberjack shoulders.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, hi.
Where's your boss at?
You're in the
Your
middle
boss?
of nowhere. What are you doing here?
Looking for you, man. Your boss. Heard you guys been having some trouble with a dude in the forest. Big bloke.
Yeah. Steals our axes, says he doesn't. Yeah, you probably want to talk to Loretta.
Alright. Where's she at?
Probably out the front. She was supervising what they're doing down there. Like around the
Alright.
side. He points you around the north of the map, basically.
Alright. Alright, cheers, mate.
He just does the tradey nod.
And just returns a nod and keeps going towards where he's being pointed.
Okay.
Is it the north side, which is this way?
You see several people working there. They are a varied assortment of ancestries and like this is not they're not all human people. They're like a mixture of things. Things, you know what I mean. And there is amongst them a very large buff half orc woman who has that like foreman vibe. Which I feel like Bazza would be able to immediately identify.
Oh yeah, no, she's the one running the show.
You can tell that she's in charge.
Bazza's just gonna like walk up. There's a g'day, mate. You Loretta?
I am.
Yeah, we're here because we heard you guys be having issues with the big bloke up in the forest.
Ah, the ogre. Yeah.
I think he's a half ogre, a bit small for a normal size ogre.
Oh, maybe. Haven't paid that much attention, to be honest. All I know is our stuff's getting wrecked and no one else is around here, so it must be him. Process of elimination, see?
I mean, yeah, but did you actually ask him? Or did you just
Well,
go and accuse him? Because most people don't like being accused of stuff, mate.
sure, but do you really think he's going to be like, yup, I took your axes here, you can have them back? Come on.
I mean, he's also not the brightest of blokes, so, like, you might have just been asked them a little bit smart. I don't know. Look, point is, we went and talked to the mate, the big bloke, and he's like, I don't have your access, and...
Well, of course he's
Well,
going
we
to
can
say
tell.
that, isn't he?
I mean, yeah, but also, he's a big bloke. He could probably just rip the tree straight off the ground. The hell's... He doesn't even know what trade was until we told him. How's he gonna do all your access?
Well, then who else is doing it?
That's a good question, mate. I don't know. What can you tell me about this place? I know we got a big ass frog that's trying to eat us.
Well, I don't think a frog is stealing our equipment and breaking down the stuff.
Oh, the stuff.
I don't know what's at a lumber mill. But insert lumber mill items here.
Yeah, like the running mill threads. Alright.
Sure, those things.
The stuff. The stuff. Right.
Notice.
I mean, yeah, well, like, isn't
Research
there
lumber
big
mills.
worms?
What? Big worms?
Yeah, apparently there are big worms around here.
Are you trying to tell me that big worms are stealing our... Are you having a joke, mate?
Bloody hell, no. Why the hell would... maybe there's weird shit coming out of caves. Some of it's stealing your stuff. Some of it's just breaking stuff. Like, we had... I had forgotten the word for little lizard people.
Salamanders?
Yes!
That's not what they were called,
Those.
but I don't think you ever found out what they were called.
Like,
They
tiny
told us.
lizard
Something was
people.
said.
They came out of a cave, and then we had to relocate them to a different cave. Because it took over shit, and like, they're like,
Sorry.
oh, there's things up under the ground.
Who are you? Like, the ogre's lawyer or something?
Not a lawyer, no, mate. I'm a bit stupid for a lawyer. Have you seen how big a law book is? You can kill someone with those things.
No, I have never seen a law book.
They're
But you
this
apparently
big.
have.
I mean, you went to the library. There are law books there.
We're from Circle Creek. The ogre reached out to a friend of his, and she sent us to broker a peace, for lack of a better term. Which is essentially to stop you from harassing him for things he didn't do.
So who's breaking our shit and stealing our things? If it's not the only other person in this area.
Well,
I have a question though.
What was left in the aftermath? But Redra, you go first.
I'm confused. Do you have permission from the Dryads to chop down trees in this forest?
Now you're the Dryads lawyer too?
Hey, you want to know who's doing this? I'm giving you an option.
Yes, we have an arrangement. You don't work in a forest like this for any length of time and survive if you don't have an arrangement.
Hey, see, we're just trying to get the answers to the
We
question.
knock and check no one's living there. Syren.
Would you show us the damage that has been inflicted upon the mill and the areas? Perhaps we can discern who has done this.
We fixed it. We
Could you
needed it to
explain
be
what you saw?
operational, so we fixed
Was
it. It was smashed. It was like it was smashed. Like there was no
Were there-
good reason. It was just
Hmm.
vandalism.
Jax
I
doesn't
don't know.
The answer to that. I was going to
Maybe.
ask what equipment specifically, but
Things that are easily smashed.
right. Were there any tracks or fur or blood? Anything left that wasn't like normal? Shouldn't be there?
I mean,
Extra pieces when you fixed it?
no, we fixed it properly. We didn't leave any extra pieces behind. Who are you? You come here and
Apparently,
you
I'm
start
surrounded
asking
with
us
amateurs.
1,000 questions about
We're
something
trying to
that has
help.
nothing to do with you.
It does
I
because
mean-
we were asked to help.
Yeah, we got it hired to fix the situation.
Well, here's what I know. We knocked off at the normal time. We went and slept and and then when we came back the next morning, it looked like someone had just randomly smashed up the place.
And no one heard anything? You don't have any
Well,
night guards?
No, there's no one here. It's just us
Alright.
and the ogre. Well, that's what we thought, which is why we assumed it was him. We figured he was angry about something. And some of our axes were missing. Some of our those two-man handsaw things.
Oh yeah.
Syren?
How many days ago was this?
Oh, this was maybe a week ago. And then there was another incident like 2 weeks before that. Similar kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then-
happened twice.
Like, maybe, I don't know, 3 weeks before that, someone ransacked our camp while we were at work.
Okay.
Took,
So we've had
whatever was
3
there, really.
incidences.
Yeah.
Have there been any injuries?
No, they don't come when anyone's here. He
Sure.
doesn't come
So
when
no
anyone's
injuries.
here.
We have no sightings of what it is. I understand how you've come to the assertion that the half ogre may be involved, because he is the only person that lives here for certain.
Uh-huh.
We are comfortable and confident that he has neither the motive nor the desire to interact with you, this mill, at all. He would prefer to be left alone. We are looking to facilitate a comfortable balance where you can live and work, he can live without either party ever having to touch each other's stuff. He absolutely refutes the Mister, he is responsible. We would like to help you find who is responsible. We believe it's a third party. We believe it's someone who does not belong here and is dispossessed and looking to make a way for themselves by stealing your stuff to do it. Will you
please
allow
make
us to search the area?
a diplomacy roll.
That is something he is trained in.
Hey.
Diplomacy.
Correct.
Yes. I'm just looking to manifest a great role. Apparently that's something that you can do. And it works, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
This is the secret.
There was... some influencer on TikTok told my daughter apparently it's a thing. I don't know.
Well, that must be true then.
Yeah, it must be true.
Facts.
Yes! It worked first roll. That's good, Hero Lab. Good, Hero Lab.
Oh, I thought you rolled a big number, but you're just happy
No,
you
let
rolled
us just-
it all.
Let us enjoy the success of it working full stop. And then just
Okay.
kind of be
What
much
was-
more open to the idea that 19 is a really good roll.
Oh, 19's not bad.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. She kind of gives you a long look. And then she sort of sighs. And she goes, okay, look. Come on over here. And she like takes you off into a little, this, I can't show you the inside. I don't have an inside. She takes you off into like a little, foreman's office place. It's pretty tight for all of you, especially the big dog.
Tilly will just dismiss Edelgard.
Okay.
It's not like Edelgard is unaware of anything
Yeah.
anyway.
It's pretty tight for all of you, but she like gets you inside there. And she goes, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't actually think they were good at it. Like you say, there's no reason for him to do it. He doesn't even use axes, as far as I can tell. And why would he just randomly be breaking stuff?
But your people needed someone to blame.
But some I don't know who it is. There's no one here. We've worked this river and this piece of forest for a long time. And no one ever comes here. It's the middle of fucking nowhere. That's why we're here. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Are there caves close by?
Not really. I mean, the river goes through a little bit of a cave bit, but it's a lot further up than this.
You said you had an arrangement to work here, but you didn't. Is it with the Dryads or with someone else taking care of the Dryads for you?
Look, I'm not the boss, right? But I have been informed that we have an arrangement. There are certain processes we're expected to follow. We check that if we're cutting a tree down, it's nobody's tree. And we try as much as possible to use wood that is already fallen where it's still usable. There are parts that we have been given permission to use that have been vacated.
Have there ever been any honest mistakes where your team has...
Have you ever pissed a dryad off?
I'm very careful not to. I appreciate the analogy.
It's not a good idea. We're very, very careful.
So it's
Excellent.
Not likely.
Simply looking to
why.
eliminate an option. Yep.
I also don't think that
Okay.
they would be that subtle.
Oh, you probably will be dead by now.
If they were
Very true.
were angry with us, or if we'd broken the terms of the bargain, I'm pretty sure we would all be dead. That's
Have
why we're
you
careful.
Have you noticed any trees being felled not by you? If your axes have gone, if your saws are gone, it's possible that whoever took them is also felling. Have you come
Possible,
across
but
any
not
felled trees?
Not in the
yours.
areas that we're working, but we're working in the
Okay.
areas where we have permission to work.
Okay.
And you sure there was no tracks or any evidence?
I'm not sure
okay.
because I'm not an investigator. We just swore a lot and then tidied up. Fixed
Take
what was
your own
broken
job.
and got back to work.
Was it the same areas each time?
You mean things that were broken?
Yeah.
Nah, it looked pretty random to me. It looked like it was just for fun, you know? Like the breaking was the point.
Do you have two-part question? Do you have any new workers, or have you recently exiled any workers. Fired.
Oh.
I don't know what the word would be at this time.
Our newest is Leo Frick. He joined, but that was a good couple of months ago now. He's a good worker. He's not the brightest, but he does the job. It's not an easy job to do. You're very isolated, you know. We have to get along.
How far away
What
is,
would
like,
your crew
What about-
need in way of confirmation that the half ogre means no disruption to you? How do we convince your crew that he is comfortable to live in his own space and remain undisturbed?
Look, they're good boys. Point of order, they're not all boys. That's just the way he speaks about the crew. Some of them are not the brightest. Lumberjacking is not really about brains, right? So we just need them to have an answer, some explanation that they can get behind.
Alright. Like, how far away is, like, the nearest town? Could it be rowdy teenagers thinking, oh, let's go to the forest and do shit?
You're like, this is quite into the forest, like this river runs through the forest. There is a town at the top of where the river comes out of the forest, but that's a way away. It's not like teenagers on a rampage kind of distance. They're really, like, she's right, there's no one here. Like, this is the middle of nowhere.
Did they fire
So you're-
anyone recently?
No.
Okay. So not a disgruntled ex-employee.
So your crew simply need a realistic explanation for the damage and a perpetrator which is not the half ogre, which we in this room quietly can agree is not the culprit.
Probably.
But we do need to find who's
not the culprit.
responsible. All right.
Probably not the culprit. It's hard to explain, though, because he's the only one around who isn't one of us. And I don't even want to entertain this possibility that this is one of us.
Well, what if we stayed here tonight?
Stayed here.
Like, yeah, keep watch. See if someone turns up to break shit.
Well, we've sort of been doing that since the second incident. The first one we thought, oh, well, this is just, you know, random. But after the second one, someone's been taking night watch. We've been taking turns.
And nothing from them?
Nah.
And the third incident, night watch didn't notice anything?
No. So the first time was our camp.
Yeah.
The second time here we thought was just random nonsense. The third time was the second time at the mill. Since then, we've had a guard.
Oh, right, okay.
There's nothing.
So, if this is someone else, my feeling is they don't want to tangle with anybody.
Yeah.
And if someone's here, they're not gonna do the tangling.
The mill's been here for quite some time, yes? Decades?
Correct.
Well, we could dismiss the night watch from here, and we could leave. She'll point to the little pandas. They could stay here, and we could be very close by because we can communicate them over a short distance. They're not actually pandas. That would give the appearance of no one being here, even though we are very close by. We could hide ourselves, like leave, but not actually leave, and then your guard could leave, and hopefully that will maybe draw them out. The illusion, if they're just pandas, they'll just think they're just little animals.
Sure.
Mayhem
Why?
stretches dramatically, sighs, huffs, and then falls asleep promptly.
Case in point.
Look, I don't really want trouble with the ogre. It's you know, we just want to do our job.
He does not wish any trouble with you. He simply wishes to live in peace. So we can both agree to that. It's now how we can resolve this issue so that your crew can be confident that the half-ogre is not a problem and not a concern.
Well, if you can solve that, I'd be grateful.
Let us see if we can solve that.
There's a lot of
And it
problematic whispering, you know?
Yes. We would not like the Lumberjacks to try and force the issue with the ogre. That would not end well for either party.
Have you ever tried to fight an ogre? Someone's gonna get their head caved in.
They absolutely are.
Yeah, not good.
Can we do a recce? Would you give us permission to look around?
Sure, just don't touch anything that can cut your hands off.
Perfect. Hands behind back.
Yes, Billy. Oh, sorry. No. Just scratching.
Just scratching my itchy ear.
Okay. I
Yep.
thought it was a head.
Yep.
All good. Okay, so you want to have a look around? They
Yeah,
did
and
say that they've
the
already
last-
cleaned up, and it was like a week ago.
Yeah. It was
But-
the last incident was a week ago here, right? Yeah.
We can at least get familiar with the shop.
Yeah.
Maybe see.
Okay.
That
Well-
was distracted. He's just run off to the or walked off to the end of the line to see what's going on over there.
Okay.
Like he's totally He's not interested in this thing.
this is his kind of place.
Yeah.
It's an old lumber mill. Like, it's obviously old, but it's very well taken care of.
Mhm.
And the people there are, simple kind of lumberjacks, basically. It's a fairly efficient process. There are people going off and cutting trees and bringing wood and processing the wood, and it's a nice little operation.
Nice.
Very simple, like nothing super complicated or fancy. It's very simple, but does the job.
So as they walk around, Redra's going to have detect magic up to see if she can get any pings or anything of something that might be off, and she'll ask beforehand if they use any magic in their work.
She will tell you that there's a couple of very minor enchantments and some of the equipment to keep them sharp and that kind of stuff, but it's nothing super complicated. It's just
Okay,
like,
so-
yeah, like you
So
would
she would know
expect a
to- certain
certain amount of magical assistance in this. That's the kind of world you're in. So, but you don't detect anything other than, what would be
Just
expected.
that.
Mhm.
All right.
Looking, as we're moving around the place, looking to use the diplomacy skill, gather information. Given that I'm trained, Syren's trying to look to understand how many people, how many of the crew are inclined to believe that it's the ogre. Are we looking like over half? Is it everyone? Is it only a handful? I'm trying to see how
So,
problematic that is.
make a diplomacy check for me just to see what you can glean.
Mhm. Cool.
I will make the DC
Is that
lower
something-
because of your thingy.
I was say, so that's something I could assist on.
You make a diplomacy check also.
We are both trained. Come on, Hero Labs. What was that?
Only a
Everybody-
9.
A 9. How about you?
It's thinking
It's just you two. It's like something Delathon-y going on.
14. And like the mischief page is fine, but Nerys is it's 14.
14.
So.
Hard to say. These are not very complex
Communicative.
people,
Yeah,
and they're working. So, like,
fair enough.
Yeah. They're focused on what they're doing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like they acknowledge you in a polite enough way, but they don't want to have a conversation. Like, they're working.
Fair enough. Distraction is how you get a lot of on-site injuries, to be fair. Yeah.
Indeed.
So it's not a disgruntled ex-employee. It's not a new employee
Oh.
who's secretly a werewolf. That was where that was going. Or something like that, And then do they leave no evidence?
I wish I'd thought of that.
You can save it for another episode.
Well, they might have left evidence, but these people didn't bother to pay attention to it because they thought they knew the answer. They jumped to conclusions and did not bother looking for other possibilities.
Yeah.
Could we ask, like, where, like, the trash pile is? Like, where they put the broken thing? Or can we stumble upon that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you would, yeah, there's probably a pile of discarded wood bits that have been useless for other things, which would have whatever they couldn't fix.
Do they have a
Shall we
site
look
safe
at this?
board, and how many days since the last accident?
They do not.
No site safe here.
There's no... Gosh.
Nerys should, like, look at the pile and see if she can happen upon anything.
It's really just bits and pieces. Like, these are the sorts of people that would use anything useful. The only things they would discard is stuff that they absolutely couldn't turn into anything useful.
Yeah, mostly rotted.
I mean, there's nothing saying that it couldn't have been maybe a couple of people traveling from one place to the next, and they happened upon here and stole some stuff and made a mess just to try to throw them off. It's possible.
Why would they
3 times
stay?
Because they're bad people? I don't know.
3 times in 30 weeks seems like a lot.
Maybe it's a band
odd.
that got separated and they're slowly like, this is the front, and then you got 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Like, it's just been a progression. I mean, when you're going through these woods and these forests and you don't know where you're going, and you're delusional from hunger and thirst, you don't know what you're gonna do. So anything's possible.
Redra, can you commune with or locate the dryads in the area? They might know who is coming and going through the forest. Particularly if the individual should not be here.
I'm amused that you're just like, Redra, you can do that.
No.
You do know she's not in it right now.
I know. I heard it. I can't talk to anything. It's really sad.
Oh.
It
That
is
is
sad. Like,
suboptimal.
I know.
Syren looks to
I mean-
Brya with the
Cleric,
quiet same question.
not ranger.
She is the opposite of what you want here.
Nice.
Yeah.
We
the mission
have
that you would
we
need a
have
druid.
one woodworker with us.
Yeah.
We have one woodworker.
Not that kind.
Yeah, but with dead wood, not a live wood, so.
You did not bring your tree wizard.
No, we have no tree wizard with us. I think our
I know
best
what
option is just wait and see if anyone turns up tonight.
Find a good spot to hide.
Because, yeah. I don't have a better plan.
I'm okay with that.
Alright.
Okay.
Everyone okay with just leaving the
Are you
pandas
okay
to do
with
their
this
thing?
taking multiple days?
Do we have any
Not much of a
way
choice,
of
do we?
communicating back to the Horde? Andalin should probably know we're going to be over long. We do not wish to cause
I can tomorrow.
a kerfuffle.
She understands that sometimes these things take some time.
Okay.
I don't think it should be worth like an extra day.
If your room stays in the same place, she knows you're not dead.
Before we commit to this course of action, how many of us can see in the dark?
It's a good question. How many of you
Edelgard
see in
and
the
I
dark?
can see perfectly fine in darkness.
Yeah,
Of
Three
low
elves.
light
Believe the elves
vision?
can.
Yeah,
I
but-
forget.
3 hours.
Because
Well,
the
we've got low
levels
light.
are different.
Not quite the.
The elves
Yeah.
all have low light, but Beza also has dark vision. Double
Yeah.
that.
Right. So it's
So
dark
Tilly and
vision.
Edelgard
Oh,
both have
oh.
dark vision.
Okay.
And the pandas have low light.
So,
We've got low
you're
light,
leaving
yeah.
the pandas at the mill. We can fast forward to nighttime at this point. You're leaving the pandas at the mill. And you are hiding in the bushes? Have I understood this correctly?
If no one modifies the plan, that is essentially what was
Okay.
suggested.
We have like good quality bushes, I guess. I don't know.
Can
Or
you
rock.
please
Hiding very well.
make a stealth check for your bush hiding?
We need some,
Oh yes,
we need
okay,
some
go
princely
well.
bushes.
Can we lower the DC by
Can we
having
put
the
them-
pandas look through their senses and see if they can see us?
Yeah, spotlight with the pandas. Yeah, I see you, bro. I see you.
Yeah, it's like when you look at the frame, it's like, is it straight? And you have somebody back up, kind of.
It's not the pandas who need to not see you.
Well, if they can't see us,
Fair
no
enough.
one else can see us. Maybe.
Totally gonna go well.
Mayhem closes his eyes and chitters. I can't see you. You're
No,
fine.
that actually would be
Um,
normal. Right, that was the wrong thing. It's the same value for thievery and stealth. +2 to both.
So what have we got? Tilly.
Hold on, I'm just rolling Tilly's, but Edelgard rolled a natural 20.
Oh, well, that's nice. It's that black fur. Blends right
Yeah,
in.
she blends right in. Tilly got a 13, which
Okay.
is
That's it.
okay.
I got 16.
Brya?
13.
Nerys?
The stealth game has paid off. 22.
Yeah. Redra?
16.
Syren?
15.
Right.
Shout out to Hero Labs rolling so well.
Okay. So night falls, the Lumberjacks all go back off to their camp. Whoever was supposed to have watched that night is fucking thrilled that they don't have to stay. Y'all are hiding in the bushes. Mayhem
They
and
have worked all day.
Mischief are chilling at the mill. Can I have perception checks from those two, please?
Yeah, I just
Like-
threw the Mayhem up there. I'm not sure if that's where we wanted him, but that's where he can be up high.
Mischief will take low. Ooh. 24.
24?
Yeah.
Mayhem?
Perception. I am
Yes.
looking for perception.
It's up where initiative
combat
usually
page.
is. Where you are more familiar with having initiative.
Yes. I'm just trying to see how I can get it to roll it.
It should have a dice next to it.
Yeah.
Die. One is a die.
A little square with dots.
'Cause
Yeah.
language is dumb. Well, with it, what did you have? 24?
Mm-hmm.
Sometime around maybe like the half hour after dusk, Mischief becomes aware of something moving towards the mill. It is something small, and there are a few of them. And they're making like a chuckling under their breath kind of sound. Kind of noise. In the darkness, they really just look like little humps is really all that he can see, and they're kind of approaching the mill. They're small, like maybe
Smaller
the size
than
of
Mischief?
probably
If
roughly
he's the size
same
of a cat? Okay.
Yeah,
We're
roughly the
tiny.
same size.
Mayhem's was 21, so he won't see much
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, much the same.
Mm,
They also don't seem to particularly be trying to be sneaky because they don't think anyone's here. They rolled a 10 perception. And they're like coming closer to the mill.
Like, so there's no Alfred.
Well, they're here.
We're good at cat catching.
They all seem to be heading in one direction, so they're
Kind of
a
coming
group
out of the
together?
trees and then converging.
yeah, so they're
so
kind of coming together
yeah,
in one group.
But they're not in a bunch. They're yeah.
Yeah.
There's 5 or 6 of them.
do we wait till they're inside and like lock them inside and talk to them, or?
Could do that. If you want to follow me.
I am reminded of some very wise words Axel once said to me in the common room. Always have a net.
We do not have a
Those
net.
are wise words.
I mean, the net could be the doors once they're inside. We block the exits.
And if
As
they don't
your
go inside-
pandas watch, they start to like clamber up the side of the building, and it looks like they're like digging claws into the wood and just like starting to rip bits off.
Oh, where
It really
we
looks
can
like
get
it's
in.
just destruction for the fun of destruction. What?
Now would be the time.
Yeah.
Are they
Like
inside
they're-
the building or?
No, they're like climbing up it. And
Yep,
like anything that's sort of got an edge they can grab hold of. They're not super strong, but it's just this like destruction is fun vibe.
Now is the time to go.
It's time to go.
Yep, time to go.
What are we doing?
I wonder if we can use the cart we see here, like to flip it and capture them, like a little pen.
They're like climbing on the walls at this point.
Well, they're on the walls, so you could always grab one and get bit again, Syren.
You could pat one and get bit again, Nerys.
How far away from them
We
are
could be here all night.
So, if you want to hide yourselves in the trees, they're like. It helps if you put it in the right layer, Jax. Little guys.
You like that?
Paste. Paste. How close are the pandas to them?
Mischief would have been like kind of like up on, I guess this is a porch-ish here. Kind of like if a cat was trying to find a place to.
Oh, yep. Okay. In that case, Mischief is probably quite close to one of them. They look like they're like little hunched over, almost like hunched over old ladies. Like that's the kind of physicality, but they have really long noses and really like long kind of fey ears, and their hands are more claw than anything else. They've got like long kind of claws.
Okay.
And they're the whole time they're like doing this little like kind of giggle. They don't look like old ladies. I'm talking about like the, you know what I mean, like the big hunchback kind of. Yeah, that's the vibe. And they're small. They're like cat-sized. And they're clearly just making mischief. Like this is 100% just.
With mayhem being
See how
up,
far
kind of move to about here and kind of regard them and kind of chitter a happy hello.
So Mayhem's engaging with one of them?
He's just kind of looking down, squeakity squeak.
How far away from the creature is Mayhem staying?
Well, I'm guessing if that's them there, right?
Yeah, they're like climbing up
Next
the wall.
to. Yeah. So I'm guessing he's up even higher, like on the second level on the roof of the building, and looking down.
When he chitters at them, they kind of look up with these like big, slightly overly big eyes, and just kind of pause and stare, like, what the fuck is this? And then start climbing towards him.
Back up a little bit. Take his weight.
Yeah.
And then just kind of like sit and go, happy blap.
It kind of clambers up onto the edge of the roof. And it speaks. What does Mayhem understand languages?
Yeah, he understands
Which,
Common, Sylvan, Celestial? Yeah.
It's not a
Nice.
language he recognizes.
Can't speak though. He can't. Okay.
No, I know, but yeah. It like
Heavy squeak.
it kind of comes a bit closer and reaches out at one of these long claws and like pokes him.
Not an attack, just a poke.
Not to hurt, just
Yeah.
like a what the fuck is this kind of thing. Make a perception check. With any advantages you have with smell, you may add them.
Nope. It's just a sniff. Like a perception, yeah. Sorry. What did you ask for?
Yes, perception.
I brought skills up. It wasn't a skill. I'm thinking perception's a skill. I keep going to skills to my perception.
Yeah, no, I know. That's just a get used to Pathfinder thing.
Yeah, it's just to get used to. If it matters, he's untrained, so you might need to put penalties on. I'm not sure.
No, it just changes how high your number is.
Okay.
The modifier.
Nice. Come on. There we go. Plus 3 is... Oh, 21. 18 plus 3. 21.
Okay.
That's a good old sniff.
This creature smells like loamy, like earth.
Earth.
Not in a bad way, in like a, you know, things
like a
growing
tilled earth kind of smell?
Yeah, like
Mm.
you know, good mud,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Loamy.
Mm. If allowed, Mayhem will like lean into the scritch. Get a little in between the ears, just where he likes it. Oh, yeah, it feels pretty good.
It's poking more than scritching. Poke. It says something else, but you don't understand. And then it kind of shrugs and starts like pulling the thatching out of the roof.
Does it have a tail?
No. It has like a cloak thing that covers its back. Hunchy bit.
Pounce on the cloak, as a cat would.
Okay. The thing is gonna turn around and just claw at him.
Eep.
Because no. Just once, just in like a fuck off kind of way. That's a 24. That was already high.
It hits?
I assume that hits.
Yes.
That is 4 points of slashing damage to Mayhem. It's just like
Ouch. Beep. Yeah. Mayhem or GTFO.
Cool. Are you guys just chilling? Are you doing anything about this? What are you doing?
Plan. What's the plan?
I presume Syren has relayed that interaction.
Yeah. Syren will just come back and go, whoa. Very tiny beasties. They smell like loam. Earth. They're attacking the mill. And my panda.
In fairness, your panda attacked first.
Panda pounced on a cloak.
Just
But
saying.
yes.
It wasn't an attack.
So do you guys think we should try to catch one?
Yes. Do we count a dozen? About 5 or 6? About half a dozen.
Yeah,
that we
like
counted,
5 or 6 of them.
that we saw. Yep.
Syren, you would definitely have gotten the impression that there was language there, it just wasn't a language that was understood.
It did try to communicate.
Yeah, there's a level of intelligence.
Yeah.
Is Syren able to repeat some of the words in case we recognize them?
Mimic the sounds.
Yeah.
You can make a performance check to attempt it if you wish.
Syren just like blank faces. He's like, I shall attempt to mimic the sounds of the beast, of the creature.
It's gonna have to be a fucking high performance check, because have you ever tried to speak it, like say sounds you've heard that are not a language you know?
Performance. Thankfully, I am untrained in performance, so this will be
Amazing.
perfect. Clickety click click is all I heard.
I assume that was a low number.
Yeah, it will be when it stops rolling.
Then no. Apparently not.
I think you do have inspiration.
Thank you very much, chat. I am not wasting it on this.
Roger would.
Even with a natural 20, Syren would still be like, click, click. I don't care.
So they are causing damage while you're sitting in the bushes doing nothing.
We gotta go.
Now.
We need to do something about this. And Tilly and Edelgard will start walking straight towards the building.
Okay. With no particular
Can't take
attempt
them
to hide
alive.
themselves or anything?
No, she has her sickle at her side, and if anyone's actually ever had a good look at Tilly, she looks like a corpse.
Yeah.
She looks like she's dead.
Yep. Okay, so...
she's not the most welcoming looking person.
Let's get rid of the lumberjacks.
Say, okay, Nerys is gonna go for that with a lumberjack way out there. But it's a lumberjack, it's not a thing.
The things are all on the building right now. So, as you come out of the trees, you see all of them, like, freeze. Especially if you're making noise, like if you're not attempting to hide your approach. They all kind of freeze and turn. And they look like it has that glowing cat eye thing going on. And then they begin to climb down like they're going to try and run away.
Roger was going
to... Edelgard is like approaching and is like growling,
yep,
putting on her best.
That's why they're running away.
The two of them are kind of splitting to try and corner them.
Redra is casting comprehend language, and then she's going to try to see if she can communicate with one of them.
Okay.
She'll shout out.
They are clearly immediately spooked by the fact that there are big-sized people here. Like the pandas are one thing, but this is something else. And they're going to start to scuttle. Redra, comprehend languages lets you speak the language as well?
It says I can understand.
Cool.
I can understand the meaning of a single language. It is hearing or reading.
Okay. So they're all kind of saying things like, the big ones are here! Go! Quickly! Let us flee!
So we can hear it. Do we know what language it is?
What languages do you speak?
Tilly speaks Common, Draconic, Requiem, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
It is Undercommon.
Excellent. Tilly says, "You will stay where you are, because we need to have a conversation." In Undercommon.
Okay.
Roll for mom voice.
These things are not gonna listen to mom voice. They are super fucking spooked. So if you continue, they will attempt to get out of your way. So if they can't get around, they will start climbing up the building. They're not interested in people approaching with that much intimidation. They're like, fuck this shit. We're out.
Roger will get within 30 feet and cast command.
I believe you have to be able to speak the language they understand. They have to be able to understand the command word, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Purple. This one here, is that one they're on the roof?
Yeah, that's the one that went up and was hanging with the panda.
Panda's gonna range, because when he's raging, he gets a climb speed of 40 feet. So he's gonna climb off of this thing.
Okay.
He's got no
immediately going to start to run away. What is your climb speed? Sorry, I know
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay, cool. Yep. So you're trying to catch it?
Yeah.
Okay, make a... Fuck, I can never remember how this works.
Grapple's athletics.
I think it's athletics, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Cool. Alright, make an
athletics against their fortitude.
Cool. Alright. Go.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because I rolled a 2. That's disgusting. Oh, come on!
What'd you get?
A 13.
Yeah, it dodges the fuck out of your way and starts moving across the roof.
Bella's gonna chase it.
Across the thatch roof?
Yes.
Make make an athletics check.
Alright, let's not roll a 1. That's a 30.
Are we in combat?
Okay. Well, no, not really. Bez is just trying to catch a thing at the moment.
So, because Mayhem can come this way and kind of look to lead Bazza on the wood, which will take his weight.
Okay.
Mayhem's like,
I'm gonna assume that Bazza understands the structure of buildings. He is raging.
Yeah,
No.
there should be a support beam roughly around here.
Okay. Okay. Can you make another grab then?
That's a 27.
Okay. This time you catch it, and you are now holding this cat-sized little gremlin creature in your hands. It is immediately going to start clawing and biting at you. Because it's fucking scared. That's a 19.
Hold up. Was it a success or a critical success on the grapple? This matters.
What did you roll? 27?
27.
No, success.
It's a...
They have
The case is
+9,
fortitude
so it's a
DC.
19. Yeah, so it's a 19.
Okay. So it's a success, which means it's grabbed.
Damn it, I lost my
Flat-footed
roll.
and immobilized. I don't think it has disadvantage on anything. No. It doesn't. So, it gets its normal attack. What's its...
I forgot what it was, but it is 5 points of slashing damage.
5 points. Yep.
And then the second one
That's fine.
is a 24.
That will also hit.
That is another 5 points. Are you
that's an
doing
entire
anything?
panda's worth of damage.
Do you speak
He's just-
Undercommon?
No.
Cool.
He's just
It is
holding,
also
like,
yelling at you very loudly. Tilly, you
I
can
need
probably
a
hear it.
bag!
It's just your general,
This is
like, leave me the fuck alone! Kind
I
of
was like, I need a bag or something.
You're on the roof.
Actually, he's got rope.
On the roof.
Tie it. Tie it up.
Okay.
You can hold it.
Yeah.
I can
How are you
calm
going to hold it long
emotions,
enough
but-
to tie it by yourself on the roof?
Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back down from the roof.
Okay.
Now that I've got this thing with me. Better idea.
Do you have anything jumpy with your rage?
Yeah, I get jumps on the initial stride. I get decreased DC by 10 for high and long jumps. Increased
I'll
distance
assume
for
you can do it
leaps.
then. Yep. I'll
I've got
assume
like
you can do
all
it.
the jump feats on
Yeah.
purpose.
Cool. Alright.
You also got a
You-
healing word.
You can jump down off the roof holding an extremely angry gremlin creature that is slashing
Alright.
about at you. I'm not going to keep rolling damage.
No, I can make it to Tilly. So
Yeah.
then it's going to go on Tilly. I'm like, hey, I've got this thing, help me.
Tilly will just pull some rope out of her bag, probably actually out of her pockets because her pockets are giant, and just be like,
Oh yeah.
just wrap it around her. She doesn't know how knots work.
Yeah, I was going to say.
She's gonna
make
like
a-
hold it real tight.
I'm going to say a crafting check. Because that seems like the closest thing to tying stuff up. I don't know.
Can we come over there and help?
Well, I mean, I
Can
can cast.
try to guide Tilly from tying this thing?
Yeah.
You can help.
Maybe like that goes that way. Do that.
I will
Yeah.
add that while you are all focused on this particular captive creature, the other ones have fucked off into the trees. They have not waited
Oh.
around to help their friends.
Alright,
They are
Edelgard would have tried to catch one.
gone.
I say Nerys would have tried to catch one
Yeah.
of these three too.
Okay.
I couldn't
One
see
at a
them earlier.
time. Make athletics checks, please.
Can I do acrobatics?
Nope, because it's a grab. That's athletics.
Trying to find all of my shit. Managing 2 character sheets is not easy.
You did this to yourself. I'm not sympathetic.
I did.
I frequently manage. Like,
Can Syren have a athletics crack, or is his forfeited to help with the binding of the other one?
It's one or the other. Because this is all happening quite quickly.
I'll help with the binding then. That's what I declared. That's fair.
Brya casts dark vision on herself, so she can actually help what's going on.
Cool.
And kind of looks at Redro like.
Okay. Idle Guard.
It was an 11 for Idle Guard.
Yeah, nah. Misses. And they've gone into the trees. Nerys?
Quick question before I roll. It's only a matter of one. Can she use the trip function for her rope dart to kind of like trip them?
Do.
So,
does it have to be an attack? I guess is my question.
I just closed it. Come on, come back up. Loading. I can use this weapon to trip with the athletic skill even if I don't have a free hand. It uses the weapon's reach. And adds the weapon item bonus to attack rolls as an item bonus to the athletic checks.
Yep.
Okay. It just gives me an 8+ instead of a 7+.
Yep.
Come on. That is only an 11.
Nope. You have 1, and it is pissed off. The others have fucked off and left their friend behind. They don't give a shit. So, those of you tying, can I have crafting checks from the 3 of you, please?
I will once Hero Labs decides it wants to let me back into my character shape.
Why is Hero Labs being such a butt today? Redro, did you want to do something while they figure that out?
I was going to say, I can calm emotions to try to calm it down, but that means everybody within 10 feet will
Yes,
calm.
as Lorelei discovered, that is an area effect.
So I can throw it out
Shouldn't
there
have
to
much
the
effect on
group
Syren then.
He's already
if
calm.
everyone's okay with it. But
Probably not
let me
the
know if
best
you want me to
idea.
do it.
Well, I think they're all very engrossed in what they're doing, so they probably aren't there to have a conversation right now.
Tilly is also going to cast guidance on herself before she does this, because she knows she's not good at this.
Okay. Did you
This
roll
gives
it,
her a
Bazza?
+1.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 because I keep rolling once
Cool.
today.
Okay.
Syren?
15 + 1 for guidance, so 16 for Tilly.
Syren, are you rolling?
Is it? Yes, I will be when it allows me. I just seen whether survival was more. Does survival do ropes or is it crafting? Okay.
Oh, survival would be okay.
Hmm.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. Yeah. That improves his odds quite dramatically.
I was just like, what is tying knots? Crafting seems right. I don't know. The rules are just what we make up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're more like guidelines than actual rules.
Apologies, team. I know you're winning on this one.
I'm waiting because it's literally going to make the difference.
I know.
Of course it is.
That's a 2. This time I will use inspiration, please. Thank you, chat. Because come on, we waited all that long for a 2. You know, could have made a cup of tea in that time.
It is very wriggly. It is wriggling a lot. That's why Bazza is unable to do anything. He's just trying to freaking hold on.
Like trying to put a sock on a little child, right? It just takes very far.
And the whole time it's like, let me go! It's like shrieking.
We don't understand. Only Tilly understands.
Tilly
it, right?
understands. Yeah.
In Edelgard.
It's just your standard leave me the fuck alone yelling, really. But it has not stopped. since Bazza grabbed it, it has like constantly screaming and trying to slash at anything near it.
You know, we might have to stay with the 7 because it's not bringing up the roll again.
Cool.
Get the dice
You
to the
cannot get a rope around this thing. It's just not. It's wriggling too much.
Let's talk with it while we can. Missed the other ones. They're all gone.
Yeah, I'm casting Calm Emotions.
Okay. That's a will save? Is that correct?
It is.
How big is the area?
It's a 10-foot burst.
Okay, so everybody
I
involved in the trying to...
Are you telling us that you're doing this?
Nope. I announced it already, but whether you heard me or not,
You
when
were
you were
all
doing
very
the thing,
engrossed in what you were doing.
I did throw it out there verbally. So I'll just do a heads up. Sorry.
Yeah.
And bam.
Edelgar gets unmanifested immediately.
Okay. I don't know what that
But
is.
it's
She gets dismissed. She's not on this plane.
Okay.
Why?
It's a
What?
DC
Explain. Why?
Well, because mental effects would affect both of them. And if one of them fails, it could be very bad.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
So the DC is 19 will.
I rolled a 22. So the creature saves. Is there some of those spells have varied effects depending on success, critical success, blah 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 blah.
Right.
I think Karma
So
mentions those.
it's just for a success, calming urges impose a -1 status penalty to the creature's attack rolls.
Okay.
If it tries to attack.
But it's not
Okay.
chill. Bazza, how about
Not
you?
chill.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 12, so that's a fail.
So Bazza's real chill all of a sudden.
Real chill.
But it's not an
Tilly.
attack roll, so it's fine.
I got an 11.
Tilly's also real chill. Syren,
15.
what was the DC? Is that the DC?
19.
Oh, cool.
It is also a sustain spell, so you can choose not to sustain it.
You can...
So
the
nothing changes
creature
with Syren.
is just still flailing around. The three of
Okay.
you are like, oh, everything's nice now.
And then I drop it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I see that it doesn't affect the creature that much and everybody else. So I'm like, I drop it. Just
Okay.
like that.
What are you doing, or do we need to go into combat? Because this thing's going to start stabbing at people if you don't do something about it.
Tilly
Put it to
is gonna
sleep.
speak to it.
Get a bag. Something.
I mean,
Only Tilly
we have a
can
cloak. We can wrap
communicate.
it up in the cloak.
Good enough.
What are you doing here?
Ah! It kind of calms and looks at you and goes, we are here.
But why?
Eh. We came. Now we are here.
So, fun fact. Edelgard can speak. So, during this, Edelgard will be translating everything that Tilly and the creature are saying.
When...
Yeah, she'll bring her back.
Okay.
And then Edelgard will be speaking and translating the entire conversation for the rest of the party.
That's going to be real creepy for them, but cool. All right.
Yep. Be the first time any of them have heard it.
Can Edelgard speak
Nerys
like
is
Scooby-Doo, please?
fascinated.
No.
Please.
All right.
From
Why
from
the
where?
smell? Where did you come from?
It is here. It is not natural. So we take it away.
That's
You are causing
relative.
harm to the people that are here.
What? Sorry, I missed that.
You are causing harm to the people that are here.
We do not harm people.
No, but you are harming their livelihood and their ability to live.
We can live. Pick fruit. Eat fruit.
That is not the way that the human world works.
Don't care.
Well, you should. Because they do not want you here, and they will send more people to find you
We do
and
not want
kill
them
you.
here.
Well, perhaps you should find another structure to dismantle. Further away.
One that isn't inhabited.
One that isn't inhabited and doesn't have people in it.
Why structures?
Well, they're unnatural, are they not?
Oh, but yes. Why are they here?
Because people need them to shelter themselves from the elements and to house equipment.
They are wrong.
It is a natural part of human existence.
You may think they are wrong, but it is the way that their world works and what is natural for them.
Okay.
There are different natural orders.
Okay. Let go now.
Will you leave and not come back to this place?
Yes, absolutely.
And
Diplomacy is the thing you want.
Oh, I'm good at that one. That's not a joke. I'm good at that one. Where do my skills live? Where are they? There they are. That's a 25.
Oh, it's absolutely telling you what it thinks you want to hear, so that you'll let it go.
You see, I don't actually believe you on that.
Okay, don't believe.
Are they from around here? Are they far from home?
Is this area your home, or are you far from your home?
We fell through.
Elaborate.
What do you mean by fell through?
There was a gap. We fell through.
Fascinating.
From what I understand, this is becoming a common occurrence in this area.
Tilly, can they show us where they fell through? Where they arrived?
Could you show us where you fell through?
It's gone now. Otherwise, we'd go back. This place is bad. Too many big people.
And
Billy
go
will look to
away.
the script. Is there a way that we could return them?
Not a clue.
I think that's a
Think-
Malachi question.
I think if these things don't want people around it, they should just go away from the people.
They won't know where the people are if they're not from here.
But we could just point them away.
Into the forest.
I mean,
it's a big forest.
It's a big forest,
Just
yeah.
peace off that way.
This is a very large forest, and there are many spaces where there will not be people. You don't have to be here.
No structures?
No, you just have to go further away. The further away from the rivers you go, the opposite directions from these structures you go, the deeper into the forest, far, far, far less likely to find anything like this.
We
have
could point
vague
them in the
directions
direction
of
of the caves.
Caves.
We have been told that there are caves nearby.
Ugh, no caves. Caves bad.
Okay. Then,
Well-
no caves.
Don't go that way.
Ask them where they like to live, if they could live anywhere.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Home.
Describe home to us.
Where is home? What is that for you?
Where we came from. Lots
Does
of
it have a name?
plants. Or maybe.
Does your home have a name that you know of, or is it just home?
Home.
Well,
Many plants. Many smells better. Everything is brighter. And more colourful. And there are not so many big beings. There are some big beings, but they leave us alone. No structures. Stupid. Structures are stupid. And wrong.
GM
Yes.
Syren's just going to flick over detect magic, just turn his magic sight on. The cantrip. Is this thing glowing?
Nah.
There's no remnant energy? Okay.
Detect
Okay.
magic wouldn't really give you that. Detect magic would tell you if it had magic items or a spell or something like that. It's not going to be
Cool.
like, this is a fey creature.
But like, is it?
If you, Baza,
Hmm?
you were forced to study many things as a child. If you want to make a history or a nature check, you can.
Let's go with. Oh, they're both terrible. So
Tilly has a very narrow knowledge of planar
Nature
things, and I presume
actually,
it doesn't
it's a-
fit into her knowledge.
No.
history isn't a thing. I have society or lore.
Society, right?
Yeah, society would make sense.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, just go with that.
That's a 12.
Yeah, okay. All good.
Tilly, can you
Well-
ask the
Weird
little
cat
creature
thing.
where the rest of the troop would run off to? Because, like, they abandoned your ass. Like, you're...
Do you know where the rest of your companions would have gone?
To the trees where it's safe.
That is fair.
If they're
Let go now, please.
go ahead, Tiff.
I would say while this is going on, Nerys has pulled out her journal and is writing the notes about them and sketching the creature while she has it in front of her.
Can
So-
we
so-
ask them if we find a way to get them home? If we can do some asking questions on our end, people we know, would they be willing to have, big people come out here where we think they might be to take them home? 'Cause obviously they're not going to come with us. I doubt they will come with us.
Mate, I reckon you should probably not overpromise things we can't even deliver.
It's not a promise. It's a if. It's just it doesn't hurt to ask. a
I
question.
wouldn't say anything.
I wonder if these little
Just in case.
tree-loving beasties would know of dryads, and if we could connect them to the dryads in some way, or
It's kind of doing this between you as you talk, even though it only
Yeah.
understands one of you.
Yeah, Tilly will look at it again, speak in Undercommon, and say, I suggest that you go further into the forest, and that if you come across any structures like this or otherwise, you leave them alone and just move in the other direction, because it is likely that the people that inhabit these structures or own them may send for less kind people who will not attempt to talk to you.
Make a diplomacy check, please.
Sure.
and afterwards ask for the axes back.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on
Oh,
that
no.
one. It was not good. Okay, that was better. It's a 19.
Okay. This creature kind of looks at you for a long time and then goes, okay, we go further into the trees, away from the big people.
Yes. I think the further you go into the forest, you are much less likely to find big people. You
Okay.
are more likely to find small creatures that belong there.
Let go now, please.
And she'll just
Hey, let's
look
just go
at
look at
Syren.
Tilly. Can we trust it? Yeah, nah, on you, mate.
Yeah, nah.
Do I feel like I can trust it? Or that it's at least we've reached an understanding?
Make, I guess, diplomacy again. That probably makes the most sense.
I mean, the mission wasn't to get it to stop so much as find out what it is.
25.
You get the feeling that this is... I mean, the answer is no, because this is clearly something that doesn't operate by the same rules as you're familiar with, and it's saying it's going to do something doesn't mean it will. But you do get the feeling that they don't want to be around this kind of environment. So if you're giving them an alternate option, there's a pretty good chance they're going to take it.
I get the feeling that they've taken on board what I've said. What
Yeah.
they do with that information, I'm
Whether-
not sure.
Whether they're going
but-
to remember it in 10 minutes' time when they get distracted is anyone's guess.
Yeah.
But right now, they've kind of accepted what you've said as being useful information.
I think this is as good as we're going to get. You can let it
That's
go.
it. You did. Better turns to face the thing, fully aware that he can't understand it or he can't understand him. I'm going to let go now. And he just puts it down and lets go.
The moment you let go, it is off into the trees. Gone.
Alright.
Tilly, the language you were speaking, that the beast understood, the creature understood, does it have a written component or is it only an oral language?
It can be written.
Maybe we write a sign saying, do not damage in the language that they understand.
You assume they can read.
Perhaps maybe we should talk with Loretta about it in the morning. It is her mill after all.
So, the night passes. It is uneventful from this point onwards. Morning comes, the suns rise. It's hot as fuck. And the Lumberjacks return, and Loretta looks at the mill and she goes, well, not as bad as last time. I take it you figured out what was it the ogre?
It was not the ogre.
It was not.
Nerys
These
pulls out her
little
journal and
kind of creatures.
Kind of peers at it. Huh, never seen that before.
Yes, they are not from this plane of existence, as I understand it. They fell through something and ended up here, and their main reason for attempting to destroy things was because they don't like structures. There's nothing like this where they come from. So they were attempting to restore a natural order. They seem to be pretty scared of people. So I did try to talk to them and tell them that perhaps they should just venture further into the forest and they won't find any structures, but I would suggest still keeping guards for a while, just in case.
All right.
They did not seem like creatures that have a particularly long memory.
Right. So like some of my boys. Okay. Well, I appreciate, the information. We'll make sure there's always a guard, at least.
I do not know how prevalent different languages are among other people. They did speak a language called Undercommon. If you have anybody that knows this language, you may be able to communicate with them should they return.
Honestly, I'm not interested in communicating with them. I'm interested in them not hurting my mill. But
I understand, but
we'll leave your ogre alone if he leaves us alone.
I gather that he will.
Good.
It is
And
what he wants.
We will make sure there are guards. If all it takes to scare these things off is having a
Just
person
a
around,
presence.
we can do that.
Yeah.
All right, then. We need to get to work. Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you for letting us help.
We'll leave you in peace.
People to do the
Good
things.
day.
need
job,
any
mates.
other help, contact the Gallant Horde.
She just does the tradie nod and gets to work. Okay. So, you heading back to the ogre?
Yes.
Cool.
Nerys retrieves her stick of frog flesh as
Oh god, I forgot
back
that
to
was a
the
thing. Cool.
She
Go
is
back
not.
to the ogre's house. He is hanging out in his hanging out in his backyard when you arrive. He looks up and he goes, "Oh, hello, you came back.
We did.
Are they
We
done?
figured
Are
out-
they
As we
gonna
agreed.
stop being assholes?"
Yes, we figured out what was causing the problem at their mill, the incidents that they were blaming on you, and I think we have reached an understanding. They now understand what has happened and they do not blame you.
Good.
And they just want to be left alone by you, and I think you just want to be left alone by them. So I think everything should be solved
Cool.
at this point.
Just hands you the box of trinkets, and on top there is a bag full of mushrooms of various kinds.
Appreciate
Nobody
it.
eats them till we get home.
I will
Cheers,
figure
mate.
out what's in the box of trinkets and send you a list in the game chat because I made that up on the spot.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Sounds
Well, thanks. Tell Angeline I say hi.
We will.
We will.
good. You got it, mate.
Okay, bye.
We will leave you to your day.
We leave you in peace.
Again,
Have a
good
this
one.
is my house. We leave you in
Just-
your home.
He's just weird like that, mate. Don't worry about it.
Okay, bye.
And we leave.
And you leave.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
Woo! Good job! Those things are called nuglubs, and they're fucking adorable. They're monstrous, but adorable. Alright, so it will take you another day to get back to Circle Creek. You'll have to sleep in the forest one night. Bear in mind that you spent the night at the mills, so
So
Back
be
to that is-
So we
Tuesday?
get back on
so Tuesday. Yes.
Tuesday morning, yeah.
Yeah.
if you're in Kiwi
Monday.
land. Yeah.
Brya, will you let the Annalyn know on that night?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a way to do that. Cool. Yep.
Excellent. Successful mission. Congratulations. Yeah, I think that's pretty much us for today as our team
Poor
trek
mayhem.
off through the forest back towards Circle Creek. We will leave them there, walking through the trees. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching and for hanging out with us. And thank you, 6 lovely people, for letting me torture you with nug clubs and mutant frogs.
You're welcome.
It's always a pleasure. I do enjoy torturing my friends. So, next week we will have Vampire the Masquerade in this time slot. Make sure you check out our stream on Wednesday night, New Zealand time, if you're awake at that time of day, to watch Jax is Not a Gamer. It looks like I might be playing Alien Isolation, which is terrifying. If you would like to vote in that, you just have to be a patron on our Patreon and join our Discord, and then you get access to this polls and stuff, and you can have a say in what happens. I believe Redra is level 5 now, which means she will be moving upstairs, and we will be getting a brand new Horde member sometime in the next little period of time. So that will be fun. Yeah, I think that's everything for today. So, wherever you are. Oh, can we just say thank you to Lionel for doing the tech things? You're amazing. We love you. This would all be a lot more difficult without you behind the scenes doing your thing. Yeah. So, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a beautiful time zone. Bye-bye.